We Right, we're live. Just need to post all the links. YouTube and Twitch. So people who don't like Twitch can. Right now, I need to go and find the live stream and put it onto Twitch. Hopefully, my sound is good. I believe it is, and the internet should be good today because I'm using an internet cable. Right, where are we? Always very vain. Searching myself up on the internet. Right, so YouTube and twitch.tv/. There's going to be a lot of noise today because unfortunately I'm in a house of 7 people and it's a Saturday, so we're going to have some background noise and we're probably going to get some interruptions, but sure, that's the name of the game. Instagram, let's just get it up on Instagram. We're starting off with a movie review show, which I cannot wait for. I am so uncultured, but the lads who I have drafted in are movie experts. I've putting them on the spot, but they will be. I'm just going to put this up on a quick little story. Live for the next 12 hours. Yeah, I might die today. I'm really scared if people start doing their thing and donating, I might be in trouble. Donate. And I understand this bit is very, very boring, but we're going to get into some content in a minute. Very, very nervous. Right, donate and tune in. Plus, the lighting is pretty bad because the light switch blew out last night, which is perfect timing, unfortunately. But we'll be grand. When it gets dark later, we might be in trouble, but sure, look, it is what it is. Hey, Ditz is here. It's great. Love to see it. Hey, yo, that's the kind of excitement we need. Tune in and on a reviewing Fatal Deviation to kick us off. Yeah, this is I cannot wait to hear these people to hear my beautiful friends that are all real big movie fans talk about Fatal Deviation, one of the best, worst movies of all time. But yeah, I think we're about ready. I think I have everything posted. I might just put it on my once I tweet it out on here. Yeah, we've got 12 different shows. We've got some real mix of guests and ideas. So I think we should get underway. I'm going to have to do Twitter admin plus the stream today, so bear with me. But hello, everybody, and welcome to the 12-hour charity live stream. I have 3 very special guests in my waiting room because we are starting off with movie reviews, and it is time. It's time for the first show. We're reviewing 2 movies today, but I'm going to introduce my guests first. I think I have to introduce him first. He's my co-host. I don't know what he's doing with the he got the profile picture actually kind of looks like him, but he won't be showing his face. If someone donates €100 in the next hour, Kieran will turn on his camera, but he is here. How are you, sir?
Yeah, Bo Burnham. I guess he does kind of look a bit like me. Oh my fucking gosh, he's just so much more smart than me. Watch his special reign; you'd like it, I think. This is so exciting.
I was meant to, but then I've been planning this. That's why for the last few weeks when we've had recommendations, I've been like, got fucking nothing because I'm trying to plan this. I literally haven't watched anything. I plan if I survive tonight, which is a big if, I will watch something before the UFC tonight. But if everyone, I'm going to switch the camera around. That's ahead of me, and there's cans over there right waiting. But we need to get into a movie review. So next up, Kieran, camera on, please. He is the host of Post Credits Jim. He's got a beautiful pair of sunglasses on, and he is very excited to review Fatal Deviation. It's James O'Brien. How are you, sir?
Hi, I'm good, thanks. Thanks for having me on.
No, you're going to be on with tomfoolery later, but let's get into these movie reviews. And finally, my good friend from Rogue Opinions. You've heard me and him review SmackDown and just talk a lot of shit about various different things, and he's here. He's tuning up for his debate against Sam later, but he has joined us to review some movies, and he might stay afterwards to do a few BuzzFeed quizzes with me. It is Scott McLeod. Which one is it, Scott? Did I butcher it the first time?
You butchered it the first time, but I'll forgive you because I might offend some people because I can never say the name of the movie we're going to review without slipping into an Irish accent when I say the title of the movie.
Oh yeah. Well, the movie we're going to review, you can't really do like you have to have that Irish lust for it, or it just doesn't work. But we are here to review two movies today. I say I'm going to be just steering this conversation, and you guys are going to be talking. I have a lot more opinions about Fatal Deviation than They Live because unfortunately I had to watch it in intermittent bits, and I kind of just watched main scenes. I'm going to be completely honest because I've just been trying to plan 12 shows. But do we want to start? Do we want Fatal Deviation to main event, or do we want to start with They Live? What is everyone's preference?
Oh, I don't mind.
You got to go with Fatal Deviation. Come on.
We got to start with Fatal Deviation. All right. We'll start with Fatal Deviation. And before we just get into the review, I'm going to screen share what you get when you look up Fatal Deviation on Google, because it is just an absolute beautiful. Scott with that smirk, he's probably looked. All right, let's read the Wikipedia, everybody.
Moment for that glorious poster as well.
Fatal Deviation is a low-budget cut film produced and set in Trim, County Meath. Produced in 1998, it enjoys this distinction of being Ireland's first-length full-length martial arts film. The film stars real-life martial art enthusiast I can't do this without laughing. James Bennett. The film was conceived by James Bennett, and it doesn't say it here, but he made this as a tribute to Jean-Claude Van Damme. This was his hero, really? Jean-Claude Van Damme. Yeah.
Oh.
And he made this as a tribute because you see the fight scene at the start. That's him trying to be Jean-Claude Van Damme. Many have considered this to be one of the worst films ever made. The movie went straight to video without a theatrical release. It tells the story of Jimmy Bennett, a distant friend. Yeah, the plot. There we are. As you can see there, the budget, €8,900. And as we all know, it was famously completely destroyed by the car getting towed. That entire budget went when that car flipped over at the end.
I need to say, I was so underwhelmed by that. That was such a disappointment. I was so excited for the car to flip, and then it was just like a 2-second thing.
Yeah, and then we have here Mikey Graham of Boyzone fame, her gang member. Yeah, Mikey from Boyzone makes a cameo, and he's cutting cocaine with a Dunn's Club card in it. So that's how this is the level of. So lads, I'll go to Kieran first. Expectations versus what you want. Just tell me just general thoughts on this movie.
It's a fucking mess. I don't know. Part of me genuinely does like it because it's kind of wholesome. They clearly love martial arts movies, but also they clearly don't know what the fuck goes into making a movie. It's the weirdest fucking thing. I don't know who thought an Irish martial arts movie would make any sense. It's this weird vanity project that James Beckett's cooked up just to make himself look good, but he looks like a fucking idiot the entire time. Like 20 minutes in, there's this really pretty backlit, sunset shot. He's on a hill, he's silhouetted, and he's just doing crazy stuff with his arms that's supposed to look good, but he just looks like a fucking idiot the entire time.
Yeah, while you guys discuss this movie, I'll let you guys go and discuss what you think of this movie. I'm going to start with my King's Cup. I have got a few donations, so I need to fill this glass up. And once we get to €250, which is the first landmark, I will be drinking it all, which is sad. But Scott, what were your thoughts on Fatal Deviation?
Well, I think I had an expectation of what I was going to get because I learned about this film through OSW during a review.
Yeah.
Oh, they're great.
And they include also footage in the film, but I think it was just a fraction of what we actually got to see, and it made me feel better about some of the shitty short films I made in college during my media course. because I tried to direct and act at the same time. It's not easy at all. Uh, and also this car flip scene, I soon learned wasn't meant to happen. He legit was
Really?
trying to shoot the gun while driving at the same time, and proved that's not easy to do. So he flips the car over and miraculously doesn't kill himself. And then he gets to the car and they say, "Oh, we'll just leave that in. We'll add some," and they add some weird explosion effect in the afterwards to make it seem more dramatic. And I say effect is just basically some fire comes out, and then goes back in, and the car is just as bad as it was before.
Yeah, it's. I just want to update. James asked how much money do we have right now. As of speaking, we have €135
Fair play.
right now. So in this cup right now, I have pepper, rockshore, soy sauce, and orange juice. So
Oh no.
pouring in the orange juice now. It looks pretty minging. I've had a few Bad Kings cups in the past. We've also got the hot sauce. So if you want to see me do that, donate €30. And we just got a load of assorted things. Just brown sauce bet to go into it. It's going to be pretty bad. But yeah, James, you review movies on Post Credits Gym. You got your own movie podcast. You review a lot of great movies. Yeah. I know you're a big movie fan. What are your thoughts on? I'm a big fan of the so bad it's good movies. We're going to talk about Roddy Piper in a minute. Another movie that I really love is Hell Comes to Frogtown. It's just the same. It's just so bad, but you can't stop watching. As a big movie enthusiast, because there's a lot of movie enthusiasts that will be very angry about these films, where it's like, this is bad cinema. Yeah. But there is a market for so bad it's good films. Sometimes you just want to watch a really crap movie. What were your thoughts? What were your thoughts? Because this is you watched it for the first time, I believe. So
yeah, I've only ever heard of this from you in like Zooms when we're all like 1 a.m, like neck deep in drinks and stuff like that. And I've never. That's the thing. I chose the perfect time nearly to watch this because I'm literally just after going on the biggest binge of all the Ip Man movies and all Old Boy and all these different martial arts movies that I happen to be watching. And then I watched this at the end of it, and it was just like, yeah, it's like I'm still in, like even what Scott was saying, I'm still in the phase of being in college as a media student making shitty short films. So it's very much like I can see where they're going and what they're trying to do. And like, as I said, like I wouldn't be able to say I could do much better. But this movie was just an experience. Like it was the longest hour and a half of my life, and I loved it. Like as in just seeing stuff like some of the quotes in it were just amazing, and then just seeing stuff like a fight happening in Londis and that one scene with the car. Like, you know, where like they're getting, or where they're harassing the lady, and then like the fight scene starts and there's stuff like he rolls over the bonnet and then it cuts and he's like rolling over it in a different way, and then the old man just standing staring at them all like that. I have it's few times that I've laughed so hard that like my back nearly paralyzed itself. I was laughing that hard, and then stuff like him jumping off the top of that roof, and then just this weird dubbed in scream, or I have the quote here somewhere where it's like, where he's like, "You killed my father, now I'm gonna kill you like I killed your son," and it's like, it's just what on earth was going on with this? Like, yeah, it's just like. It's like as he said, like or Kieran said, it's like a vanity project where I didn't know your man's name. I didn't know he just self-inserted himself and still named the guy Bennett, like his actual name.
He has a gym in America, a martial arts gym in America now.
No
we found a number and we tried to call it, and we got sent a voicemail. But yeah, so like scene by scene, that fight in the Londis, that's when you kind of realize that this movie is just the first like kickoff. Kieran, what did you think? Kieran, you told me in particular the fight in the Londis was one of your favorite moments, or the moment that you realized that this was what we were in for.
Because you have this blonde woman or whatever. I think one of the descriptions on like a website I was reading was the hot chick or the hot babe of the movie, and she's building this giant tower of like toilet paper, and these two hoodlums come over and harass her, threatening to knock it down. And James Beckett, our hero, is like, "Hey, leave her alone," and kicks them through the tower of toilet paper, so it's knocked over anyway. So he's done fucking nothing but just make the woman's day worse, but he's a big hero because of it. It's amazing.
It's just Scott,
you call them hooligans, right? The Cooley we see some of the roles in this movie that people aren't suited for. It's a case of who we can get locally to be in this film, or somebody who knows somebody who can be in it. I'm pretty sure one of these guys apparently trains with Jimmy, like martial arts wise. But like they're in their 30s, or at least one of them's at least 40s. His hairline's about here, like, and they're acting like kids stealing guys like shopping trolleys. One of them gets into it, and they're acting like children. Like, does
Yeah, that's so
nobody
weird.
on the crew have like teenage children or have nephews or that they can get in for this? No, like because then he realized like, oh no, someone needs to cause disturbance so I can hit them, and someone to sit Jimmy down and say you can't kick children through big piles of this whatever it was he kicked them through.
Yeah, James, what were your thoughts on this beautiful Londis fight scene?
Because, like, first of all, it's in Londis, so that's one thing going for it. But then, like, yeah, it's the fact that, like, there's so many ridiculous things, like that bit where he just, like, he knocks that guy over and then just kicks, where you, like, hold your foot up at the guy's face sort of thing. He's just standing there for a few seconds. Like, it was just really ridiculous. The problem is, as well, there's some stuff I actually liked in that scene as well, where it was, like, it was well shot when, she's taking down, or she's stacking up the bottles and that, and, like, the camera's in the shelf behind. I love stuff like that, where you can see where actual effort's gone into it. It's just, like, between the dialogue and, like, some of the choreography and that, it was just, this film's just amazing. Like, it's like, as I said, the one thing I sort of found throughout the entire thing was it's maybe like 2-star quality, but it's definitely like 5-star entertainment value the whole way through. Like, I will remember every single scene from this thing.
I love the way on IMDb it's got a 5 out of 10. Someone's just, it's hard overhead. But, like, do you think that they believe that they made a good movie, or do you think they know that they?
100%. Like, there is drive that's been put into this.
Scott, do you think Jimmy Bennett was like, yeah, I'm going to get an Oscar for that?
I don't think he thought that. I think he was trying to get more work in martial arts style films, so he was trying to prove that he could like carry a film on his own. But like, he's not a good actor. I think he just thinks kicking a lot and doing splits like Van Damme that will get you. And also, clearly they had some issues with their mic quality when they're shooting, because you can tell when people's mouths are moving that they've been dubbed over. I was just waiting for the minute where Jimmy's talking to someone and just goes, I have to go now. My planet needs me.
But no, it was
his car on the way back to his own planet.
Yeah, but the funny thing is, talking about bad movies, there's another movie, I forget what it's called, but it's an Irish movie about there's the IRA are like sneaking detonators through cans of Beamish Stout. Moving Target.
Beautiful.
And Jimmy Bennett is in that as well. Jimmy Bennett is one of the characters in that as well. Another classic bad Irish film, but we're fatal deviation. What next to it? That fight scene on the car, the roll over the car, and then and then in the bloopers you saw like the crash mat was like a bed. What did everyone think of that beautiful fight? So I thought that was just. I saw James laughing about that on his social media yesterday. Just the level of like they were so stiff and the like. Just I'm gonna go around the room like the fight scenes were just beautiful here. Kieran, what did you think of that whole like that that car fight scene where Jimmy showed off his shoulder rolls or whatever they were? He was like a wrestler in his prime, just doing like a lovely barrel roll when he got like hip tossed or something. It was absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it's really weird for us because we're used to seeing like, for lack of a better term, fake fighting, and then you watch a movie like this and it makes you appreciate like how much fucking wrestlers do when it's so shit and poorly handled. And there's one guy in the whole movie who can kind of do martial arts a bit and no one else can, and they're all just kind of working around him the entire time. And then you see in the bloopers everyone getting actually injured and then trying like someone hits their forehead off something and they start bleeding and they're like, oh, you're fine, oh, it's just a scratch, get up, like. And it's horrible but really funny and sad and weird.
Yeah, Scott, what were your thoughts on this as a wrestling fan? If there was any wrestler you could compare to Jimmy Bennett, what would it be?
Oh, I don't even know if I can think of anybody. The barrel roll of the car, he barely even hits the guy when he rolls over. I think he's just trying to show off, like, oh, I've seen in action films where the guy rolls over the car. That'll be cool. I'll put that. And the bit where he just tips the guy over that mediumly high wall shouldn't be that effective. But then you see in the bloopers, the guy nearly broke his neck flipping over so much so that he just like he gets back on. I'm not doing that again. I'm not doing another take. Fuck off.
Oh yeah, no, Jimmy Bennett just like strikes me. I'll ask you, James, but Jimmy Bennett just strikes me as someone who's slightly self-absorbed. Maybe he thinks he's he thinks he's great. But James, you were laughing your head off at the scene. Do you want to explain explain the cinematic beauty behind
I was
this?
just like, you seen in my Snapchat story, brother. I was crying. I had to stop the movie. Like, after I put up the story, I had to stop. I was just nearly on the floor just from like the editing, where it's like, as I said, yeah, like literally the amount of time like just put into the editing, just like where it's he rolls over the car, he's made it the whole way over the car, it cuts to the next shot, he's still rolling over it, or then like your man who he flips over the wall, he's just standing there, he doesn't make any attempts to like fight back, he's just like, right, you gotta flip me over, or like, and then just as I said, that one shot of the old man just standing there watching how it's just put in the middle of it all out of nowhere, it's just like, it's beautiful chaos the whole time. It's just
it's so good. But the kind of the plot here is like he like gets on the wrong side of a gang, and then there's like it's the Bialtana tournament, which is Irish for May, an underground no rules fighting tournament. So it's like Raw Underground for those wrestling fans. It literally was. It looked very Raw Underground.
There's like three plots, and one there's him like trying to find out what happened to his dad, which only comes up whatever so often. The tournament, and then getting alongside this gang, and then this so forced relationship with this so-called hot babe that we've got here. It's just so weird, and like it doesn't suit the film. Like, this old guy who can't act as a supposed mafia boss with his son, played by one of the guys from Boyzone, who somehow manages to be one of the best actors in the film. Somehow.
My favorite story about this film, and I have him here, the person who funded the €8,900, Justin Harmon. Well, I got onto the fight scene in a minute, but Justin Harmon as Man in Bath. You might not think Man in Bath meant anything, but that man funded the film, and in exchange, he wanted one scene. So in the middle of a fight scene, just spliced in out of nowhere, is a man in a cowboy hat, fully naked, running out of his trailer and jumping into a bath, which looked like black water. Jumped into a bath and jumped out and ran back inside. What did everyone think when they saw that? Did everyone know that? I think I've told that story a bit, but like, did that just stick out to be like, when I saw it first, I was like, there's people fighting and this guy's just jumping into a bath, like, and then I realized, he paid the money, he wants to jump into a bath.
Like, who is this character? Like, he's like, no, it's the fact that like they didn't even like plant him throughout the movie, and then maybe it would have been like, a side character for comedy relief. Hey, he's butt naked and he's running out of a bath in the middle of a gunfight. It's the fact that it's just in the middle of that big final epic action scene that it's just like, no, he's there. He even fills the bath too much that he hops in and it just like the black water just spills everywhere. And it's disgusting, but it's amazing. It's like so stupid.
It was just so weird, like something like a Trailer Park Boys or something like that.
Yeah,
he comes in, like he's not even a bad guy or anything, like because he's in the supposed bad guy layer, like fucking Mikey if Boyzone. His dad is the head boss of this town. Apparently, they run the town, but he's living in some shitty caravan, and then this guy pops out of his caravan, gets in the bath, runs away when he hears gunfight, and you never see anything. So he's clearly not associated with this gang. So what the fuck's he doing in your caravan? Getting his arse out outside your caravan while a guy's shooting guns.
Yeah, so before we go on to some of your guys' favorite moments, Jimmy Bennett had been tipped off that the Hong Kong film producer were interested in working with him, but wanted to see some of his work. Fatal Deviation was his audition tape.
Oh, so he mentioned Hong Kong so much.
He's a big fan of Jean-Claude Van Damme and Steven Seagal, both of whom he would eventually work with. He worked with Jean-Claude Van Damme. I remember saying that. The film is heavily influenced by films featuring the two stars, Hard Target and Bloodsport. Do not compare those movies.
No, I think it's fair.
The crash towards the end. The crash towards the end was not intended, but was included for dramatic effect, along with other bloopers. Production started using a Sony Hi-A camera, which got destroyed during filming. And all scenes were reshot when Shay Cassidy took over as director and camera operator, shooting the film on a SVHS.
Oh, good.
And then
you can't even tell.
And then finally, the reception. In 2010, Luke McKinney of Crack.com labeled it the worst film ever made. The Irish Post named it the worst film of all time. Irish Independent, it is regarded one of the worst films ever made. And it was on the list of 10 so bad they're good movies you need to see before you die. And it's had a revival in popularity thanks to video and written essays poking fun at the technical details. But is there any other thoughts before we move on to They Live, just in terms of this movie in general? Any other moments that just stuck out to you as like, wow, that was... And anything about what did you guys think of the tournament itself, the film? I think the tournament was the best part about this, and that's not really saying much, but the tournament was definitely somewhat entertaining.
Yeah.
It's all somewhat entertaining.
All right, sorry, we'll go around the room. I'll go with Scott first. I think Scott had some.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you talk about his influences. Like, he's truly trying to be like Van Damme, and this gang brings in this big heavy who they want to win the tournament, whose name's Seagull. So basically, it's his way of getting Van Damme versus Seagull in this film and putting himself as fucking Van Damme in the film. And the whole point of this film being called Fatal Deviation is it's supposedly some martial arts move that he's learned, which helps him win the tournament. But they never show him learning the move. And he just when he eventually gets told, no, hit the Fatal Deviation, he just hits a bunch of like 12 moves in quick succession. So like, which one of those was meant to be the Fatal Deviation? Like the spin kick as well was just like whenever they showed in the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, whenever Jason's doing karate, it's just him doing a series of flip kicks. That's basically the extent of this move.
Yeah, James, what were your thoughts on the fight scene and just general movie thoughts before we move on?
Fight scene, like, that's the thing. It was just it was very much probably it was actually one of the lesser entertaining bits for me because it hadn't as much just straight out ridiculous stuff, like as in like for me, I always remember stuff like like the final big thing with all the guns that are just making these weird noises, and then like so the car scene, that like it was a good scene where it's like I thought the fighting was interesting in that, but like it was just such a ridiculous, like the way I see it is like, how you're saying it was voted like one of the worst films of all time and all this sort of stuff. Like the way I've learned to rate films nowadays is like literally it used to just be like 1 to 5, and now it's literally 1 to 5 and then 0 and then minus, or all the way up to -5 basically, where it's like if a film is so bad that I will remember it, it's a lot better than a film that is just boring and you just forget it in a day. Like Fatal Deviation, that's what I kind of want to go and watch again, just because it was so entertaining. And then like he really was just full of himself the whole time. Like it's the fact that as well his character goes through no sort of arc really. Like sure, no. He wants his father's death to be avenged, and he wants the hot babe, as it said in the poster, but it's just like the fact that he doesn't learn anything new really. Like the whole he just apparently is good at martial arts the entire time. It's not like he's training to get better at it or anything like that. He just seems to be, okay, there's something wrong, I'm going to beat up everyone, and no one's like, nothing wrong is going to happen. It's just
if I could just interject here, like they're like 5 or 10 fucking different training montages. Just excuses for him to get his shirt off or whatever, and and so saying he's full of himself is just just is an understatement. I was expecting him to have a full-on Cody Rhodes-esque entrance into the tournament, where he just rises up, smoke all around him, like 10 minutes, all this music playing.
If he came into Adrenaline, it's that just the scenes. James, if you're not aware, Cody Rhodes, one of the most self-absorbed men in wrestling, Mr. America.
So Seagal is basically in this film as the Anthony Ogogo to Jimmy's Cody Rhodes. Built up so that Jimmy can beat him. Yeah.
Oh man, I love that comparison because that's one of my least favorite matches in recent memory. But yeah. Before we move on to They Live, because I'm going to let the lads take over with They Live. I've got a little bit about They Live, but I've watched a little bit, but I'm going to let the 3 very good movie reviewers take over. Please do donate. The link is in my Instagram bio. It's also all over Twitter. Go and donate. You can donate different, like €5 equals Kieran donate a $5 or so.
Drink.
There's 2 favorite. If we get to 250, then I have to drink. Look at that. Like, look at it already. It's
what is that bog water?
It is basically bog water. I can see the pepper floating in it. Just donate. I said €10 was a shot. I think I might switch the tweet and the shot because I don't want to die. But if you donate €20, you can write in the comments what tweet you want me to post within reason, and I will tweet it out. Like obviously no discrimination or anything of that sort. But you can look at the price list. It's up there. €30 equals the Last Dab hot sauce, and we're trying to get to €750 by this evening. We are currently at €140, everybody. So price check, €140. Let's go. But it's time to get on to They Live, and I just want to read out something. Roddy Piper, obviously Hell Comes to Frogtown is another one of my favorite bad films where Roddy Piper is sent to repopulate the world with his dick belt. Because apparently that's what Roddy Piper was sent to do, and there was frogs everywhere. But this movie, I want to get your guys' reaction to this because you guys watched this probably in a bit more depth than I am. I have found an article here on The Ringer that says John Carpenter's They Live was supposed to be a warning. We didn't heed it. We didn't even understand it. The horror master's most prescient movie has nothing to do with serial killers or vampires. It's about greed and propaganda, and it's truer than ever. So he's saying that it's kind of like a symbolism for kind of greed and like kind of like the world we see today in America, like Make America Great Again, and all the propaganda and stuff like that. What were when you hear that and you watch the movie? Does that kind of is there a link made there in your mind?
Well, yeah, the entire thing kind of revolves around, you know, opening your eyes and looking at the advertising subliminal messages and who's really controlling everything. You know, it's not the most subtle thing in the world, but it makes for some great scenes and great concepts and great ideas. And I think this was like poorly reviewed when it came out, like a lot of John Carpenter movies. But since then has kind of gotten the recognition it deserves, you know?
Yeah, so James, I'm going to get on to you in a minute, but there's two wrestling fans here. I just want to, what was Roddy Piper's performance like in this movie, and how do you kind of look back on Roddy Piper's legacy as an actor? Obviously, I remember him as in like It's Always Sunny, and he had those cameos that were quite funny. He's had a few bad movies, but like in terms of wrestler movies, he's not done too badly.
No, this would probably be his most standout one. I'd say his most popular one. Apart from this, he wouldn't be remembered for any big roles. It's a good movie, and he's solid in it, especially in not the big fight scene, but like the really great fight scene in the alleyway with him and his mate, like the guy from Community. I can't remember his name. Which is a fantastic fight scene. I presume Roddy was very involved in that one, you know?
Yeah, it does help when you've got like Roddy Piper. Like Roddy Piper is just Scott, you know, as a wrestling fan, he's full of charisma. He was one of the best promos around. He just was full of like just so hard working, and apparently one of like the most like hard working and really like a really decent human being. Apparently, and anytime you ever see him at a meet and greet, he was always obviously he wore the kilt as well, the Scottish connection. But what were your thoughts about Roddy Piper's performance in this film and just him as an actor in general?
Oh yeah, he's great. I did meet Roddy Piper in like 2012. I've got a autograph from him over on my wall over there. I came straight from school, and my main memory of that interaction is he complimented my tie. That's the main thing I remember from our interaction. But I really enjoyed this film. The one downside I think to this film is that it gave Roddy Piper too high a sense of his own acting ability. I think this is the kind of up until he does Philadelphia Always Sunday, he doesn't do anything as high profile as this, I don't think, or as, in my opinion, as good as this. Because I think he filmed this in like '86. He fights at WrestleMania 3, which he felt like would be probably his last match at the time, because he wanted to go and pursue acting on a more full-time basis, but he just couldn't find a role as good as this one after that, and which is a shame because he's really good at it, especially as he starts to learn more about what's going on, gets more, like, starts screaming more, because that's really Roddy Piper's promo style. And I found out apparently about the fight scene. John Carpenter set up a wrestling ring in his back garden and had the two guys go over and rehearse the fight scene over and over again, which it just sounds like something I really want to have been a fly on the wall. Is you just see Roddy Piper, and I think it's Keith David, just battering each other while John Carpenter's like, right, now you punch in, now you throw him into there. And...
Yeah, no, wrestling rings are expensive, so thank God they weren't on the Fatal Deviation budget. But lads, I'm gonna let you guys take it away. James, you thoughts in general on this movie. You as I said, you review a hell of a lot of movies. Where does this rank in terms of? I know you said you have a specific way of like ranking films. How was this for you in terms of like if you're comparing it against other films of its kind?
I thought it was going to be bad. That's the thing. I remember wanting to watch it before, and I was hearing like, oh, it's an 80s movie, it has wrestler in it, and like it's sort of a crazy sort of plot. So it was very much, I didn't think I'd like it, but I ended up loving it. I gave it a 4 stars on Letterboxd, but I really just liked it because one, it's so ridiculous. Roddy Piper's perfect, nearly as like that drifter guy who's just wandering the country, and then he just stumbles across a pair of sunglasses that make him be able to see aliens and all these different things, and like the money saying "you're God" or like all the signs saying "obey" and everything like that, and then like the pure unbridled cheese in this movie. Like I didn't know I always thought that bubblegum quote, like, I came here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. I always thought that was from Duke Nukem. I had no idea until like a couple of years ago that it was from They Live, and it's just this. And yeah, the fight scene, like that whole thing where it's just like it goes on for I don't even know how long it went on for. It went on for like 6 minutes or something like that, and they just kept on. You think it'd be finished, and then you pull someone else down and fight it, and like it's just. And the way they were using actual wrestling, like I don't watch wrestling much, but it looked like actual wrestling moves, like when he picks them up, and it was just, it was one of my favorite Carpenter movies I think I've ever seen. And then like just the ending is the funniest ending to a film I've ever seen in my life. Like that final line, I don't want to spoil it, but like that final line is the greatest movie ending I've ever seen. And it just skyrocketed to the top because it's just so, it cuts off at the perfect moment. Like this movie, the fact as well, it's like only an hour and a half long. It stays just as long as it needs to without dragging it out and becoming stale at any stage. It just like, it knows what it wants to do. It's ridiculous, but it's just like, as I said, you can one and done it in like an hour or so. Yeah.
Yeah. So Kieran, just any scenes in particular that like just you really enjoyed or that just stood out to you as or any of Roddy's best moments, because we're focusing on Roddy here, but was there any moments that just stood out to you as like, yeah, I'm enjoying this movie?
Well, obviously the famous scene where Roddy first puts on like the glasses and looks around and sees, obey or reproduce, get married signs everywhere or whatever, it's really clever visual storytelling. A bit on the nose, sure, but it's like it's the movie's very much in that vein. It's trying to be a bit more cheesy or satirical or obvious than anything else Carpenter has done that I've seen, at least. And Piper's good in it as well. There's like no dialogue for it. He's just looking around. It's a really great scene, and obviously the fight scene, as mentioned earlier, really great.
Yeah, but like it's. These truth sunglasses, it really is interesting when you, Scott, what do you think about, like, as we were just discussing, when you look at the world now and like you look at this movie, it's kind of like it's a bit scary in terms of like how it's kind of like it's parallel to what's going on now. What were the kind of links you made between like what we see in today's world in terms of like the propaganda and stuff and what we see in this movie? Was there any glaring like eye-opening links between now, like then and now?
I think you mentioned the Making America Great Again thing earlier on. I think if you read this film any point after it came out, or even before, it would still have the same impact. I think even more so if it came out late 90s, early 2000s, closer to now. Like, and I think it was a big thing for Roddy Piper at the time, because this is after John Carver's already done Halloween and The Thing. So he's one of the most well-known directors at that time. And then a lot of people make a big deal of Hogan's acting career, but all of Hogan's movies, when you watch them, are clearly vehicles for Hogan and are all crap. Whereas, like you see before this, likes of Piper's getting this film, you've got before this Princess Bride, I think not long before this came out, Andres and that, with quite a well-known cast and everything. So it was a big thing for him to be in this kind of film. And I like the first third of the film is kind of a slow burn and kind of giving you hints like, there's this random acts of violence across the country, people attacking banks, and then Roddy goes into the bank with the sunglasses. Half the people are aliens. He does the whole bubblegum line, which I knew that. I think if you haven't seen this movie, you know that line, and I'm disappointed that at no point in the film before you don't see him chewing bubblegum, which is a little bit disappointed in that. But other than that, and I almost cried at one point during the film because when he's describing his childhood, because Roddy Piper was told stories about leaving home at like 16 that were unreally so about real life. I don't know if Carpenter wrote this part for Roddy, or they just decided to just work that in. It just so happened that both his character's life and his real life were just parallel in a way.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and throw something out there that I might get embarrassed for, but I'm gonna throw something out there in terms of, because I remember the leaving set. You remember that, Kieran and James? Remember that?
Yeah.
We didn't do it, so not really.
Yeah, but for in English class we studied the Great Gatsby.
Yeah.
And this just seems like a very kind of development, like a little like as in like the Great Gatsby happened in the early 1920s, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it was about the chasing the American dream and how like and all that sort of. Is this kind of like like just a sign of like if you compare those two movies and compare like the state of like America, is that just like a kind of like showing that like the American like that like the continuation, the development of America as this kind of like propaganda and capitalist world? Is there can there be links made between those movies in terms of like showing like the development in the world between the 20s and the 80s in America and how like the world was going, which way the world was going with the introduction of like technology and kind of and big companies taking over?
That's a good question. It's very.
I know because I really enjoyed Gatsby and I really enjoyed Kieran. Am I barking up the wrong tree here? Is there definitely like a kind of is there a way between these two movies that you can kind of see how the world or America in particular had developed?
Well, just because of time periods, yeah, you could. I don't know if maybe perhaps messaging wise you could say that because there's the Dr. Jekyll or some shit, the big poster they see in The Great Gatsby, if you remember that. What's it called? The advertising
the
thing
eyes.
that's supposed to, yeah, the eyes, and they're supposed to be very fearful, and we're looking down on you. So you could look at it from that standpoint, but I don't know. I don't think that's like the point per se of The Great Gatsby.
It wouldn't be
but
the
it's
point.
been a long time since I've read it.
I was reading very between the lines, but
it's a good link to make though.
Yeah, not drunk yet. Oh, there's my good friend from home. It's almost 12. I know. No, donate nude, and I'll drink more, and I'll be drunk. But aliens. What were the aliens' role in this movie? How did aliens come in? Like, I don't think there was aliens in America, but what did the aliens add to this movie in terms of? Because we've talked about the kind of they're acting on like the real life kind of the kind of story in this, but what did the aliens add to this movie for you guys?
It was very much like because like it's meant to sort of like it's such a simple thing, like the sunglasses are such a simple MacGuffin, and then like they're all these scary skeletal monsters, like that's such a like they don't really explain it much besides they're from Andromeda or whatever it was called, but like it really goes into like nearly what you were saying with the Gatsby thing and that like it goes because like all the aliens in that are like elites in like mankind's sort of life cycle, and like it's just like they've wormed their way into society to be at the top, and then like to get other people to side with them, like there's actual humans then we find out that side with them because they're given money and they're given power, and like it just sort of shows like it shows like how those who like sort of seek power and that can sort of just like completely then drain the rest of society, where like all the people who are homeless and that, and like it's really weird. Like, as in, like, I think it's basically one of those. It looks like one of those sort of eat the rich mentalities, where it's like like that final scene where they're in the big ballroom and they're saying like, "Oh, your income went up 39%," and like all these people sort of what they're sacrificing to get to that, and like as I said, all the people who are like siding with them to get to that, they're like sort of going on. They're playing for the other team, if you know what I mean. And then like these aliens are just, it's weird. Sorry, I'm getting lost in the train of thought, but like. It's weird. Like I suppose it's just a simple way of showing the separation between the rich and the poor, like making these people appear so different and alien and terrifying.
No, this movie can send you to the ringer. Like there's no shame in getting lost because it's just there's so much going on. I believe the link in my Instagram bio works. I just clicked it there and it does work. So if you click the link in my Instagram bio and anyone who's here, go and donate and watch me suffer. We're just trying to keep pushing the donations. But Scott. Aliens, are you a fan?
I don't mind. I do like that they kind of don't delve too much into the glasses thing. Like, just here's some glasses. Don't think about it too much that they can see now. And it's a kind of simple like plot that they're kind of behind what seemingly are the problems in America at the time that John Carpenter is trying to comment on about the unemployment, the difference wealth-wise, and those who are chasing the supposed American dream and those who kind of have it. And some people are buying on the aliens in order to get that. Everything, and it's pretty good. I think talking about pop culture though, I think a lot of pop culture, especially wrestling, is still like very much yay America in the late 80s. Like Hogan's still very much on top. As you see in the late 90s, that whole pro-America thing's actually died down, and people like Austin and wrestling come in, and Hogan drops the yay America thing and goes to the NWO, and people are more into the anti-heroes at that time. So maybe if Carpenter released this in the mid 90s, he'd have more favorable reviews than in the late '80s when it was released, because I don't think people liked the things he was commenting on, and just the idea. I think that they're trying to keep people complacent and just trying to chase this life that not a lot of them can't have, and keeping them kind of complacent. It reminded me of a plot from one season of Supernatural, where they had these like leviathans all integrating themselves within society, and they were putting stuff in people's food just to keep them dull and everything. And it's very similar. I'm not sure if there's any inspiration for that. The idea of just like keep people complacent and not knowing that all these aliens are in among them.
Yeah, Kieran, I'm going to ask the same question. Aliens, what do they add to the film? Before we go on, I really am annoyed that the light bulb above me blew out, like the light switch broke last night. So the lighting is terrible today. I've got like a portable light. So I'm going to descend into the darkness as the stream goes on, but I think I'll look okay for now. But Kieran, Kieran, aliens, what were your thoughts, feelings, and emotions? What's up, Fran? How are we?
It's the entire thing of the movie, isn't it? It's like the sci-fi premise or whatever. When they come into it, it gets a lot more interesting. You know, I love the design. I think it's so fucking nice looking. I like that you don't see them in color for most of it until like the very end, and then there's this horrible shade of like pale blue and red and shit. I fucking love them. I thought they were a great addition to it. Really clever metaphor for, you know, the rich, as everyone's saying. I can't really add anything else other than I thought the design was fantastic and they were really well implemented.
One thing that was actually...
Sorry, go ahead, James.
Oh no, sorry.
No,
it's just like... It's weird, like, I'm just looking even at Kieran's, like, thing, how he has Bo Burnham. I was, like, looking at... I was thinking about it. You know how, like, all the signs and it's all these subliminal things, like, obey and, like, do this. You'd remember, like, in the Inside special where he's talking about, like, social media, how we've all been sort of programmed nearly to only focus on, like, the digital space and, like, our values we put on ourselves through social media and how we only see ourselves as, like, you know, you go into the real world to go then and make yourself look as good as possible online at all times. And it's just, it's nearly like that's like, in a way it sort of predicts social media where it's just like, yeah, we're secretly being told like, you know, no, you need to do this all the time. You need to stay online. You need to like just keep up appearances and you need to do what everyone else is doing. I suppose like it's
conform, obey,
conform. Yeah. It's weird.
Yeah. So,
very good at the time.
So we went from a so good it's bad movie, but is this movie just considered a good movie? Like where would you guys rank this in terms of is in I don't know how you guys probably have individual ways of like ranking where you're going movie. Where does this I'll start with James. Where does this movie like rank for you? In like
I just thought
of, like, how would you rate it?
As I said on Letterboxd, I gave it a 4 stars just because it's genuinely one that I would watch again. It's just very entertaining. I think it was ahead of its time. It was very much like you could say certain things like, oh, it's cheesy or oh, the fight scenes are ridiculous and that. That's all because it's very on purpose. Like it's a very B movie on purpose by the looks of it. And it's just like it's a thing of the past. It's like a time capsule of that period. It's the quintessential 80s movie, really. And it's just I think it's just a very good movie. That's the thing. I just think it's very good and worth watching.
Scott, thoughts where would you rank this movie? I don't know. It's such an open question in terms of where, because you rank differently. Like I'd say you rank comedy movies differently than you rank like horror movies, and then like this is just it's crazy. So how would you like? What would be your like final thoughts closing the book on this film?
Yeah, like it's so weird that like Fatal Deviation is like one that's so bad it's good, whereas this is just a good movie that, as James said, is clearly ahead of its time. I give it, if I had to rank it out of 5, I'd say maybe 3.5, 4 out of 5, because it's not a perfect movie by any means, because there are some of the odd issues with it, but you can find that in most movies. But it's still like you admire like John Carpenter trying something different with this, and putting Piper in such a prominent role, and he does his best in this film. Like he's one of the better wrestler performances in a movie. It's looking better than anything Hogan ever did in Hollywood. So yeah, I'd say it's definitely one worth checking out if you haven't seen it. It's on Netflix now. It's weird that it took so long to get to Netflix. And like yeah, it's worth everyone should check it out and form your own opinion on it, because it's one of those hidden gems, I think.
Yeah, before I go to Kieran's thoughts on it, I think someone called like Roddy Piper like the Dwayne the Rock Johnson of his generation. I mean, to be fair, this is probably better than a lot of the Rock's films. Thank God we didn't have to review Tooth Fairy. That might I just no. That would have been not a good way to start the morning. But Kieran, you're every time we have the recommendations, you're a huge movie fan. Where would you rank this film, or where did this film kind of resonate in your head in terms of great movie to absolutely shite failed deviation so bad it's good?
Really good movie. I gave it 3 stars on my letterbox. Drop your letterbox there, James. I'll fucking follow you later. Yeah, no, I really enjoyed it. I don't think the satirical elements, particularly at the start, worked the best. But as it went on and he gets the glasses and it leans into it, it improves upon that. And I think the performances were solid. I really like the guy from Community. I can't fucking remember his name. But I really like him as an actor. Is it Keith David? Yeah, Keith David's great.
Yeah.
I love him.
That's like Holy Crap Spawn.
I saw something that said like Roddy Piper's acting is good, but it's not like top tier. And Keith David kind of, if Keith David wasn't there, he wouldn't have been able to kind of aid in help. Like he kind of Roddy Piper needed Keith David. What were your thoughts beyond that? I'd say that's one of the reviews I read, that Roddy Piper needed that kind of that stability or kind of something to fall back on to kind of just go out and just act, as opposed to being on his own. And probably the hell comes to frog, then him being the lead actor probably shows a lot. But when you've got like a amateur big name actor, if you've got like a star-up actor like Roddy wasn't like a full-time actor, he developed into one, but you kind of need a kind of really good actor to kind of support and kind of structure the movie and let Roddy do his thing with his charisma.
Yeah, I think people don't know that Keith David actually has a connection to wrestling, because like when we talked about Mania 2000, I'm pretty sure he was the guy doing the voiceover for the opening. He's done a lot of voice work. He actually narrates the WWE's Monday Night War documentary series. But he does the intro for it. But I think he is also quite underrated himself, and like he's got a very recognizable voice. So yeah, I think he plays off Roddy. Although even though like most of his role in this is asking questions, like when he's like, "What the hell are you talking about? What the hell does that mean? Where the hell do these things come from?" Like. So not all of their scenes together are gold, but they do have a good dynamic.
Yeah. So we're coming to the end of the first hour. Before we get plugs in, everyone's going to get their plugs in. Next up is BuzzFeed quiz. It was meant to be with Josh Robinson, but he's living over in Australia, and sadly he's had a commitment that he can't make. Scott's going to stay on with me until he can no longer, and then I'll go it alone. We're going to do a lot. I've got BuzzFeed up here. There's so many quizzes. We'll do some wrestling ones. We'll do some non-wrestling ones. And if I don't get 7 out of 10, I'll spin the wheel and see what punishment we get. But James, you have a fantastic movie podcast, so plug that away. Tell everyone where we can find you, all those good stuff.
Thanks. So I have Deleted Scenes with Post Credits Jim. You can find it on Spotify, a few podcast services. I just talk about movies and stuff. Tomorrow I'm going to be talking about TV and stuff. But yeah, and then also we have Tomfoolery. We'll be on later. We have Tomfoolery, the after party, where me and a few friends from our DCU show, we just talk shite, and it's great crack. So yeah, thanks.
No, it's a fantastic, like Tomfoolery, fantastic radio show, and they're gonna be on later doing 2 truths, 1 lie on me. And James's movie review show. I mean, I know nothing about movies, but man, that man is a brain, like a minefield full of great movie thoughts. Kieran, do you want to plug us, or do you just want to? Do you have anything yourself? Do you want to tell everyone where we can find you on Letterboxd?
Oh, Kieran Bren, Kieran Bren.
Good man.
I don't write good reviews, but I watch a lot of movies. So there you go. I don't know. I have fun doing it. Just donate to this. Come on,
please.
Yeah.
Don't be a dickhead.
It's in my Instagram bio. It's in my pinned tweet. Just go, and there's a few, like €5 equals 2 fingers of a drink. We got this gin, which is not great. If you donate, I'll take a shot of that. I've got wax strips.
Oh,
going to be
donate
amazing.
for that alone.
If you donate for that, I will. I'm gonna have to wax myself as well. I've read the instructions. I believe you tear away from. I might rip my leg off.
Balls, guys.
I might. No, I will.
He won't have a single hair left on his body.
I will. I'll do this now. If someone donates £100, I will wax my snails for that. On Sunday.
Pull together,
Which-
lads.
Yeah, and then Mr. Rogue Opinions. Scott drafted me into Rogue Opinions a couple of months ago, and it's been absolutely fantastic. The lads are absolutely amazing. There's so much content, and the Retro SmackDown review has been really enjoyable. We're getting Sam versus Scott. You want to be here for Sam versus Scott at 5 p.m. They're doing a debate, and I have the topics. Scott, you've seen the first topic. It's going to go down, isn't it? There's going to be war.
Oh yeah. I'm just shocked that you've said you've given us like 3 minutes each. If anyone's listened to like Sam talk on the SmackDown review, 3 minutes barely gets him to make out his first point. Like that guy can fucking talk for England.
Oh, the beef has started. But Scott, talk about Rogue Opinions, man. I cannot wait to. You guys are going to go head to head later, and it's going to be hilarious. Actually tell us about the punishment. There's a little side bet. I mean, the loser has to donate, I believe it was 20 or 30 or to the charity, but there is a little punishment on the side as well.
Yeah, I don't know what Sam's got in store for me, but I have something for him, which it's kind of frustrating. I don't know what he's got for me because I'm worried mine's made like shit in comparison. But should I just say what I've got in plan for him?
Yeah. Let's see. Kieran will like this.
Sam's got a weird love for Steve Blackman on the Retro SmackDown review, so I'm gonna say if I win today, he's gonna have to on stream or on the podcast, wherever's easier. He's gonna have to give me 5 very detailed reasons, and I know he's good at that. Why Steve Blackman is shite. I'm gonna make him admit that Steve Blackman is shite. He is the plain stone of wrestling.
Oh, he's
Sam's gonna
so
admit it.
boring. Incredibly boring. But now plug away Rogue Opinions because there's so much content on there from you and the lads.
Gotta get my shit in, brother. Rogue Retro SmackDown review with myself and Sam. He's my new permanent co-host. I went through a period of just having on and off again co-host. We did like to get a third in for the pay-per-view reviews. We had Rian on for WrestleMania 2000, which went across 2 parts. We got the Mandalorian podcast with myself and Carl. That might get rebranded into something more pop culture based, where we look at Star Wars and Marvel and some other things. But stay tuned for that. Nathan and his friend Ben have got a show called the Naked Men podcast where they just talk about whatever. We've got all sorts. Rogue Chronicles, Carl and Liam talk about famous villains. I'm going to be on an episode hopefully in a couple of weeks talking about Thanos. We've got an episode planned about Hannibal with Nathan. The most recent episode, they talk about the Green Goblin recently. They talked about Vader, Joker, all sorts of things like that. So go and check that out. It's like we don't have much else. Oh, talk about great movies. Today, as we're talking here, me and Nathan just released our review of the cinematic masterpiece known as Money Plane, starring Edge and Kelsey Grammer. Please go check that out because, oh god, you talk about, I think this jumps over the line of so bad it's good just being bad.
If you want to see an alligator fucking an elephant, Money Plane, another great one-liner in a film. It's just Kelsey Grammer. That man has no shame in being in that movie, and it's great. But yeah, lads, it was a pleasure. Kieran, I might see you later on when I am dying and you are back from work. Love you, brother. Let's hope we can keep these donations going. And James, I will see you at 6 o'clock for 2 Truths, 1 Lie, where I will need to figure out whether you are lying or I, again, will die. But it's time for move on to the next show. BuzzFeed quiz at 11 a.m. Jesus. We are at €140, everyone. If we raise €50 an hour from now here on in, we will reach our goal. That's all we need. We need €50 an hour. So if you're listening, please donate. Tell your friends, tell your family, spread the word as far as you can, and let's get it done. So yeah, James, Kieran, you've been an absolute pleasure. I think Scott's going to stay on me for a bit to do a few BuzzFeed quizzes, but I will see you guys later.
Donate.
See you, man.
Bye.
Donate.
And we are into hour 2. I'm going to tweet out the update, and then we're going to get on some BuzzFeed quizzes, and we'll see what everyone has in store. I hope everyone's doing well. Bear with me for 2 seconds while we get these BuzzFeed quizzes up and while I get the tweet out. It's very hard being your own admin, Scott. This is a lot. I should have hired a social media guy, but
I'm going to do a thing. I'll just show something to the camera to distract people. I'm going to stay as long as I can. But I got a very sleepy Jack Russell sleeping over there who's not had his walk yet. So at some point I may need to get up and leave. Like, is that not just the cutest dog you've ever seen in your life? Look at him.
I have a dog downstairs, and he's very, very cute. But that is an absolutely beautiful dog. Doggo content usually brings cash, so donate for the doggos.
If you want to bring the cash in on, he's almost 5. We only got him a couple months ago. His name's Dexter, but his previous owner sent us some photos of him as a puppy.
Oh my god, that dog will so
Look at
cute. That little brown
Yeah.
all over the eyes, so cute. Hour
funny-
2, BuzzFeed.
What's funny is that his white ear now never goes up. It's just constantly pointing up. So when he's sleeping on his side, it's like watching Yoda sleep.
Yeah, it's my dog sleeps on his back and with his legs up like a human. It's quite strange. But I'm going to tweet out the link. I think YouTube, BuzzFeed quizzes. So I'm going to share my screen, and we're going to keep on rolling. I sent the link into a couple of we have our free phone in next, so I'm going to send the link into Rogue Opinions. I'm going to send it into a couple of group chats I have, and if anyone wants to join us, they will. But let's get on to some BuzzFeed quizzes. I just need to keep pushing the promotion out, because we need to get the donations up. If we can get a couple of donations this hour and maybe reach 200 by the end of the hour, that'd be great.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love to reach our goal, but we're still 140 already. It's going to make a huge difference for those. Jigsaw Mental Health is supporting young people with mental health issues in Ireland from 12 to 25. It's a really important time. The 12 to 25 is a really important time because you're still maturing.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, coming out of pandemic, there's a lot of people who are struggling with mental health. So we're going to raise money for them today. And this podcast has just improved my mental health exponentially, so it's time to give back. Hour 2 BuzzFeed quizzes. Now, do I want to annihilate myself already? That is the question. I'm going to put all of the punishments on a wheel.
All right.
And we're going to do some BuzzFeed quizzes. And Scott, what score out of whatever do you think is fair to... What do I need to get to avoid spinning the wheel? I'm going to let you... I don't know if they're out of 10 yet, but maybe each one. Maybe you set me a target for each quiz when we get them up.
Sure. Yeah, depends. If you can get somewhere at least around the halfway point, then
if I do read it, yeah. So wax, hot sauce, shot, 2 fingers of the drink, and what was the other one? Oh, tweet. So Scott, I think you're gonna have the next comment will decide the tweet. And hot sauce shot tweet, 2 fingers of drink. So if I get the tweet, I'm gonna say the next person who comments in the chat after I say it will get to, and obviously within reason, we're having a bit of fun, but we're not gonna cancel anyone today. But we are almost ready to go. I just have one more social media to put it up on. If you are here, there's 6 people in the chat. If everyone here who's watching right now donates €5, well, that's €30. So if you can, click the link in my bio and go and donate. That is in my pin tweet. And if everyone donates, that is €30, and that will get us well on our way to that €200. Hour 2 BuzzFeed quizzes. Have you ever done any charity live streams yourself, Scott? Have you got any tip? Have you done one before? Have you?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I did one Star Wars Gauntlet quiz. We did. It was I did 2 of them. It's only the second one that was filmed, and we did it live on YouTube earlier this year. I think it was in January sometime, and I got put out pretty early, and it was annoying because the one that wasn't filmed, I did really well, and I went 15 rounds. I didn't win, but I went the distance on it.
All right, here we go.
Right before the Clone Wars round in the second one, which throughout Christmas I'd spent my time on Disney Plus watching the Clone Wars for that quiz.
Yeah.
But
anyone got a category?
First, it was a children's charity.
Sorry, what?
So yeah, I was gonna say, but in that case, we were doing it for a kids charity that my friend worked with. But yeah, so I was more than happy to be part of this.
Yeah, man, it's crazy because I what time is the hot tub stream? Oh yeah, I remember Sexy is banned on Twitch. After hours, the 13th hour will be the hot tub stream. But anyone got any BuzzFeed quizzes that we can do? I've got what will we just go wrestling and see what comes up here?
Yeah, sure.
Start with wrestling, and if anyone has any suggestions, which Nintendo Pro Wrestling character is your kindred spirit? Pick 7 hot Disney dudes, and we'll reveal which wrestler you'll fall in love with. I'm just curious. Will there be a banana in the right? Listen, I know this isn't a quiz yet, but we'll do a warm up here, and see which wrestler we are based on Disney characters. Choose a dashing prince. Who are we going for here, Scott?
Who we got?
We got Prince Eric, Prince Charming, Prince Naveen, Prince Adam, Prince Philip. Well, we got Prince Philip.
Oh, why not? They all look the same. They all look like they've been drawn the same.
In honor of Prince, choose a hunky animal. I mean, I wouldn't. Thomas O'Malley, Tramp, Robin Hood, Bagheera, or King. I'm not a Disney dude, so I probably Simba. Like, is the one that kind of sticks out to me right now. But
I mean, but look at Tramp. Look at those eyes. He's just fluttering those eyes at you.
Yeah, Simba is Pick a Pixar dude. Mr. Alfredo Linguini. There he is, Mr. Incredible. Cars, Woody, or Sully. That's a tough one, Scott, isn't it?
Yeah, you got some heavy hitters in here.
We have got some heavy hitters in here. We also got a shit ton of advertisements.
That's all BuzzFeed is.
Yeah, Buzz Lightyear, Lightning McQueen, Woody, Mr. Incredible, Alfredo Linguini, and Sully. My camera just.
I'm between Sully and Buzz here.
Yeah, I mean, Sully again. Those beady eyes are just looking at you, aren't they?
I mean, it would just be nice to be held by him, wouldn't it? And he's so cuddly.
Yeah, we'll go with Sully. I want to hug off Sully. She was a pretty protagonist. Oh, Tarzan. I mean, I'm a big Jungle Boy fan, and I love Tarzan boys, so I'm going to go Tarzan.
Fair enough.
The alleged lads are in the chat. We're going to be crowning the best alcoholic beverage later. Prince Hot Tub, but you playing. whoever that is oh man. Pick a charming villain. Scar, Hades, Dr. Facilier, Gaston, Prince Hans, or Clayton.
I mean, is there anybody more charming than Scar?
Scar, yeah, we'll go Scar. I don't know how this is supposed to say which wrestler I am, but
I know. Who's coming up with these descriptions anyway? Like, who would call Roger a stud? Like, who watches 101 Dalmatians? Like, that Roger, he's drawn like such a stud.
Riley's dad, Tatashi Hamada, David Coena, Jim Hawkins, and Roger Ratcliffe. I feel so uncultured that I don't know half these, but Riley's dad just looks like a lovely fellow.
Have you seen that video online where it shows a clip of him in the film going, I was in a band once, and it just shows I think it's a cop from the Village People who has a similar looking mustache.
Who's the prettiest protagonist in the Alleged Wrestling podcast? That is a question.
I'll let you take that one.
Yeah, I'm going to take that one. And Roger is hot, and you know it, Scott. We all know your go-to Tommy Tank is Roger. Will we have to go with Roger then? I think.
I need to really clear my search, or should that reason was too much?
We're going Roger Ratcliffe. Pick one last attractive Disney dude. What the hell is this?
Who the hell thinks King Triton is attractive?
I'm going to go Flynn Rider. I used to love that movie Tangled, and when I was younger, I was really scared of it. I think Flynn Rider's a beautiful guy.
Why is Goofy's son in this?
Max Goof.
Someone is just taking Disney characters out of a hat for these categories.
Max Goof is a thirst trap, everybody. I just want to go Max Goof because he's there, but I think I'm going to go Flynn Rider.
There you go.
Who is my Roman Reigns? What the hell is... Yeah, prettiest members of the podcast. Alleged Wrestling podcast. I hate Fitz. Me and Fitz have a passionate hatred for each other, which you will see later. Steve's a beautiful man, but Kira would get really angry at me if I tried to pick him up. I've seen Gordo chuck a pint, and I can respect. Everyone loves a man who can chuck a pint in like 2 seconds. I'm going to go Gordo. That's my decision. That's my answer. I have to keep up my gimmick of hating Fitz. Don't want to anger Kira. And I like a man who chugs a pint. And Nikki's just a legend, but I'd have no beef.
It's similar to my hatred for Nathan, except it's not a gimmick.
Yes, indeed. We have Nathan on later doing the football hour. But, okay, apparently I'm Roman Reigns.
You'd fall in love with Roman Reigns.
Yeah, I'd fall in love with Roman Reigns based on all those decisions. Anyway.
I mean, you talk about studs. Roman Reigns is a stud. I feel comfortable saying that.
Yeah.
I will acknowledge him.
So let's see if we can get myself. Let's see if we can get. All right, here we go. If you recognize 9 of these 16 W superstars, you're a super fan. If I don't recognize 9 out of 16, we will spin the wheel. All right.
Okay, if you get less than 9, we'll go. Okay.
We'll go with the wheel.
It's got. I think it's got a description of them, so you need to find them in that.
Okay, well, this is probably gonna. Oh wait, this is just easy.
This is basically Where's Wally, but much easier.
This is a bit too easy. Yeah, it's honestly sorry. I'm not gonna lose this. I'm not gonna lose this. I need a tougher quiz. Come on, BuzzFeed. Let's go with something I don't know next. Let's get away from wrestling.
Yeah.
Anyone got any suggestions of something that might trip me up? If you next comment will determine. Do a shot. I got a €10 donation. I've got to do a shot. Yeah.
Awesome.
Thank you to Darren Kirkby, who has donated €10.
I'm trying to think what subjects you don't know that much about for, because like if you gave me a football quiz on this, even of the easiest ones, I'd probably fuck it up because I have no interest in it whatsoever.
Right, I'm filling the cap full of gin. This is my first shot of gin of the day at 11:11. Chin chin, everybody.
Chin chin.
Chin chin.
Oh, that noise.
While we're at it, I'll put a bit of gin in the King's Cup.
Oh, gee. Oh, that noise you made will stay with me.
So now, in the King's Cup, for anyone who hasn't seen,
Oh,
we have pepper, lemon juice, soy sauce, brown sauce, orange. I've already said orange juice, lemon juice, and Rockshore. So
it's rare that a drink looks the exact same as it will look when it comes out of you later on.
Man, I am so glad I'm not in work tomorrow. But anyway, we move on. This WWE Superstars quiz is shite. Let's go back to BuzzFeed. Anyone got any suggestions of quizzes that might trip me up?
You want to try the movies one, something like that? See if we can.
Yeah, it's Josh. Yeah, Josh. I really hope Josh. Wish Josh would have made it, but unfortunately, things happen, everything changes. But he is an absolute legend. All the work he does is so fucking good for Love Wrestling, and so shout out to Josh and thanks a million for that message. But Scott, what was yours? Do you want to do a football quiz and put do I want to put your? Let's see if I because this would be funny. I'll let you do a football quiz,
Okay,
and
sure.
if you don't pass it, then I get punished.
All right.
I just did. I did 2 fingers, Kieran. There you are.
Putting a lot of pressure on me.
Yeah. So Scott, I'm gonna let you. Matt, amazing thing you're doing. Hope the donation and tweets help spread the word. Thank you, Mags. That was Darren. But anyway, let's get. All right, we're gonna do a football quiz.
Let me give you an insight into my lack of football loving, because I've been a handful of Rangers games because my brother and my dad support Rangers. My brother had been to 3 or so games without me, and Rangers had won every time. The first time he took me to a game, they lost. And it was nothing to do with the fact they were playing Liverpool or something like that. It was the fact my brother insisted on the fact it was because I was there and I was some sort of jinx. That's why Rangers lost that particular day.
BuzzFeed. I might just look up football quizzes on the internet because BuzzFeed is just terrible.
I know.
Right, we're gonna go football quizzes on Google. Not GeoGuessr. That's later. I think the gin is kicking in. But anyway,
BuzzFeed is as much about journalism as fucking McDonald's is a restaurant.
Yeah. Football quizzes. So, for those who don't know, Scott is going to do a football quiz, and if he doesn't get, let's have a look.
We did a Rogue Opinions quiz, and I got 1 or 2 football questions. I think I got one right by sheer fluke. That's the extent. So I'm going to need to luck my way through this.
So we have a couple. Is there any of these that you fancy yourself on? Can you name
Okay, stop moving so fast. I can't read any.
Sorry, can you name these are all starting 11s?
No, I cannot remember people's names. So.
No. These are all like.
I'll go back.
Oh
to the
wait,
bottom.
these are good for me. I'll do one of these.
Okay, sure.
I'll do one of these because I think. Can I name? Anyone got any? Anyone got any for one day see? What time does rain last till? Honestly, man, like I might not last. Like so, we'll see. Anyone want to substitute in afterwards?
There was a quiz towards the bottom. I thought we could both give it a go. Scroll down. Go down a
Yeah.
little bit. I'll tell you where it is. I think it's the top score for I think when it gives you teams, and you need to name the top score.
Every European Championship since 1992.
Or something like that. Yeah, let's both have a go at that.
All right, we'll go with that. Okay, every top scorer at the European Championship. Since the Euros is on now, Italy won last night. We're gonna go with this. We have 10 minutes to do this, and if we don't get it in 10 minutes, then I will have to spin the wheel.
I can't fucking read this on the screen.
I have zoomed in. Is that good?
Kinda, yeah.
Right. It's going to be tough with the screen share today. I think it's there. Where's the hot tub? Lads, later. I think... Can you see that now, yeah?
Fascination with you in the hot tub. Who goes into a hot tub at 11:15 in the morning?
Who drinks gin at 11:15, to be honest? If you donate €200 and I'll get the hot tub. But now you can see that now. So, lads, no chat help. Okay, let's go. Top scorer at the Euros. Alan Shearer, I believe, was 1996.
There you
Yes. Torres. I think Torres. Yes, he was. Closer? Oh, he wasn't. Who was top scorer for Germany? What? Score at the European Championship, Germany in 2012. Italy as well. Oh, Balotelli. Yes, Balotelli. What a legend. Absolute legend. France in 2016. Griezmann? Yes. Laudrup. No. Who was the top scorer for Denmark? Oh, fuck. Oliver Kahn. Yeah, that man. Oh, Muller. You're right. Thanks for the chat help. But no, it's not Muller. Gomez.
Yes. I cannot allow chat help.
All right, I won't look at the chat from now on. But to be fair, they were wrong. I won't look at the chat. I actually amn't on the chat. Croatia in 2012. What? Russia. Here. Villa. David Villa. Grand, we're good. I know Denmark won the tournament, but who the fuck was that striker?
If you can get 2 or 3 more, you won't have to do a punishment here because you're almost halfway there.
Yeah, but I think I need to get them all in order to not do the. Or how many? I think the chat will want me to not get them all. Croatian. Who's that fella? No, it's not Olic. Damn it. Netherlands, Van Basten. Has to be Van Basten. No. Who are the Dutch strikers in Serbia? Really? Czech Republic, 2000, Netherlands. Strikers, Van Nistelrooy. No. Oh, lads.
I think you put 2 O's and 2 O's instead of 1. Is it you? This is supposed to be 2 O's.
And I think it would get it anyway. No.
Never mind.
Netherlands in 2005. Czech Republic. Oh, is that your man? Oh, what's the fella's name? I remember the goal he scored. Push? No, it's not Pushchek. He was Hungary back in the day. Oh no, Portugal, Ronaldo. Right, that was probably a really safe bet there. Croatia with 3 in 2012. Did Croatia even do well in 23? Well, to be fair, there's not all alcohol punishment. I just saw Fitz saying Reen wants to get white girl wasted. I might have to wax myself, which is pretty dangerous. Or a tweet. Sweden with 3. Scott, if you can have a look at the chat there.
I don't know.
They seem to be filling it. Oh. Nice. Solid. That fella's his son plays for AC Milan. Czech Republic. That fella is on the top of my head and it's really annoying me. How many people are in the chat? Let me just check. 7. Nice one. What's his name? Croatia. I know Ivica Olic played for them, but it isn't him. 2012, they didn't even do that well. Did Croatia even do that well?
I've never heard
Oh.
talk about Croatia as one of the top team. To be honest with you.
Russia. Like Russia. Who scored for Russia in? Oh no, I'm not getting Russia. Like, and I'm not getting Sweden. I don't even know who was the. I think the alcohol's kicked in because I should know that Germany won in 1992. What was your man's name? From? I'm stuck now. I don't even know this. No, I don't. I'm not gonna get it. I've got like 8 out of 10. I'll probably have to spin the wheel.
Better than I would have done.
Yeah, I've done okay, but the Russia one's thrown me because, like Russia didn't do well, and I don't know if Russia did well in that tournament. But there's gonna be names here that like stick out at me.
I was gonna say Sporkle is a really good site for quiz. Like I've done a fair few wrestling ones on this. It's great for that kind of thing, and also it always gives you a timer, so it varies on like the pressure of trying to get them.
Yeah,
There are also articles for spelling sometimes.
Yeah, I'll do another one after this. These are quite fun. I got the Croatian one. I remember he scored against England in the fuck you England. It's not coming home. Russia, like Russia.
You're more than halfway there. You're just over halfway there.
I know, but I think I'm gonna have to spin the wheel. I don't think they're gonna let me off with this. Denmark. I thought Laudrup surely would have been it, but it isn't. Who else? Peter Schmeichel, because he scores goals. Netherlands 92. They had an amazing team. Like I don't know how I'm not getting this. Dutch. That's such a good team. Van Basten. Ruud Gullit was a midfielder, so probably not. Well, it was 86 when Van Basten scored that like class goal. So probably Serbia. That Czech. I want to get that Czech Republic one because I know it. He scored like he chipped the keeper and that one's annoying me the most. I don't think Russia. I don't think I'm going to get Russia. Is there any like help buttons, like clues? Nope. Nope.
Really there's not. Either to run the timer or just click give up, where it'll just stop the timer and show you the ones that you were missing. Yeah,
I think I'm gonna have to Google. Go away. I think I'm gonna have to give up. I just don't. I actually I'm not gonna give up. Fuck it. Nah, I'm stumped. The chat is help. Am I allowed to use the chat? Well, people.
Yeah, if you want the chat, use the chat.
Okay. But don't give me them all. Just give me the ones that Bergkamp. That's a fucking great show. Well done, lad. Bergkamp. That's Bergkamp. Correct. Now, Russia. Is anyone else just stumped but gullet on his shit? I love that. That Villa striker. Yeah, the Croatian one is really, 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 really annoying me. Henrik Larsson wasn't that far back. I don't. Oh, there's a voice break. First one of the day. No, it's not Larsson. Zlatan. I mean, Zlatan probably thinks he was playing in 92. Henrik Larsson. Yeah, but it's not him, unfortunately. I'll just put it. Oh, it is. Fair enough. Oh, Henrik Larsson for Denmark. I thought they meant for Sweden. I think I've failed here. I think I need to spin the wheel. I've got 2.5 minutes. I'm not taking that much chat help. I'm going to do another quiz, but I need to spin the wheel. Yeah, we'll move on to another quiz. Let's see who. Jagov, whoever said that was correct. Carside, there was a few names in the chat. Savo Millicent. Milan Barros. Damn it. I'm a Liverpool fan. Right, okay. Josh Robinson has donated €5. That's 2 fingers.
Great. Awesome.
Right, I'm gonna spin the wheel. I really hope it's not an alcohol-based one. I'll take wax in my leg, to be honest. So we have a tweet, a shot, 2 fingers of a drink, a wax, and a hot sauce. We're spinning the wheel.
Spin the wheel, make the deal.
Spin the wheel, make a deal. It's fucking shot. I'm gonna
God.
die.
You are fucked, mate. You are. I look forward. I'm gonna try and watch as much of the stream as I can before I come back for the debate. Also, I've got things to do with my dog and everything. So I look forward to seeing how more inebriated you are when I get back here.
Yeah, are you gonna head off now?
No, I'm gonna do the quiz here, but like I'm just thinking,
All right.
you how many shots you've already done, and you're already slurring your words, and we're at 25 past 11. I'm gonna be
All
back
in the
at
name
5.
of charity. We just got another donation. Thank you for the €5 donation from Josh. That's why I took a swig there. Mags, thank you for the shout out. Means the world. It's time for another shot. I mean, I put it on there for a reason. I'm not gonna fill the cap this time. It's a pretty deep cap. It's like 3/4 the way full. Cheers, everybody. I noticed, spoiler alert, Gordo put like that he hates gin for the Alleged Wrestling podcast, the stream. Like, I had a good breakfast this morning, but and I'm starting to hate gin as well. Yeah, not very good. But anyway, let's go for another quiz. Let's go for another quiz. All in the name of charity. I'll be grand. I'll survive tomorrow. Okay, so anyone got any? I'm going to go through them, and if anyone in the chat has any preferences of quizzes they like here, can I name every top scorer? We keep going with football, or do we want to? Anyone got any other?
Yeah, let's try and move away from football because that was no help during the football quiz. So let's get something we can both get involved in.
Steve, I'm going to kill you later, virtually. I'm going to be here for 12 hours. That cap is a shot in the quiz world because I'm not dying and I have 10 more hours of this to do. Right. Can I name England's 11 from their 1-0 win over Argentina? Every member of Brazil's 2002 World Cup winning squad. Inter Milan's 11. France 11 from opening game of Euro 2016. 10 goal scorers. England's 11 from the 2-1 defeat to Iceland. I mean, we can banter the English here if we want. I think I could do that. I think I could do England's 11. Name all the American states. No, I've done that before. That's just not happening. Like, there's no chance I'm naming all the American states.
I could probably do that.
Do we want to do all the American states?
I think I could.
Okay, let's do it. Okay, fine. I've done it before. I vividly remember being in a pub on Christmas Eve and doing this.
I mean, I've seen that episode a good few times where the Thanksgiving episode of Friends where they're trying to do it and Ross just seemingly can't do it.
Oh yeah, it's for the sandwich, wasn't it?
No, that's a different one. Just like he just says, he swears he won't eat until he names it, and then he just shows back up at 3 a.m. when he's got the final one, and he just starts there just eating cold turkey with his bare hands.
Oh yeah, because I remember that. Yeah, but Alleged says what a great night that was. Oh, when England lost to Iceland, the studio with all like the presenters was just stone cold, like just shock at how bad they were, and it was just scary. Kieran has donated another €5. Kieran, are you trying to kill me?
He is. He's clearly trying to kill you.
I've got Rockshore, a nice 4% lager, which is a nice lager. I like it. But anyway, name all 50 American states. Does it really matter which one we get? This Joe.e one seems... Is there not 51? 10 minutes?
No.
Here, we deserve more than 10 minutes, don't we? Yeah.
Sure.
Let's go with a different one. We deserve a bit more than 10 minutes. 10 minutes? Why is everyone giving us 10 minutes? That's not long enough. 4 minutes. BuzzFeed, fuck off.
Yeah, BuzzFeed is a piece of shit, isn't it?
Yeah. US states. Matt, can you name the US states? How long are they giving us for this? 10. All right, fine. We're gonna name 10. We're gonna name 10 in 10 minutes. 50 in 10 minutes. We're gonna do this together. If we don't,
Florida.
Here we are, Florida straight away. If we don't get it, do we have to get all 50 states?
Yeah, we'll see how we go.
Thank you to Veronica McLeod or McLeod. Sorry, Scott. Thank you for one of your family members for donating. Florida. Thank you to Scott's mother. It's very much appreciated. Wyoming. I went with Wyoming. Rhode Island. I'm going for the tough one first. Rhode Island.
Okay.
North Dakota.
South Dakota.
South Dakota. Oh man,
May as well.
I'm wasted already. Fuck. California. I can't even type. California. Thank you to my uncle for this laptop, which is working really, really well. I needed it. Texas. Start naming some, Scott. I'm going to give you the floor for a minute.
Minnesota.
Give me a tough one to spell. Brock Lesnar's hometown.
Yeah.
Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite entrance. Him debuting in TNA. Mr. Anderson. Wicklow. Yes, we'll put Wicklow in. Nah, that's 9.
Ohio.
Ohio. Oh yeah, big Trump country. Ohio versus everyone. Come on, Sammy
Nevada.
Callahan. What else have we got?
Nevada.
Tennessee.
Nevada, home of Las Vegas, home of SummerSlam this year.
Yeah, and the Nevada Athletic State Commission. Phoenix, Arizona. So Arizona, because I know the UFC is there tonight, and it's an amazing card. If I'm alive for it, I cannot wait to see Nate Diaz back in the octagon. We've got 3 amazing fights. What else we got on this?
New York City and the city. So
Idaho. There's 2 Scottish people fighting on that card tonight.
Huh?
Yeah, there's 2 Scottish UFC fighters fighting in Arizona tonight. I believe Alaska is one.
Try it. Give it a go. There you go.
And I believe Hawaii is one as well. Yes.
There we go. New York. I've been yelling New York at you for the last 2 minutes.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, New York.
Hi, I'm in Delaware.
Delaware.
Is that a state or is it just a city?
Oh, we're in there. I put Idaho. Did I have Idaho? I got Idaho, which is impressive.
Idaho. Washington.
Yeah, we have 7 minutes, which is not a lot of time.
Yeah, I didn't realize. I think it's just as soon as it started. Pennsylvania.
I don't think the 10 minutes is long enough for this. I think that's a bit unfair.
Connecticut.
Yeah, I'm going to go over Massachusetts first. If I spell it right? No. Massachusetts.
Someone tell us how to spell this in the fucking chat, please.
Massachusetts is... Someone put how to spell Massachusetts in the chat. It's really, really tough. I've already got Rhode Island, Toby. I'm a genius. A genius, damn it. Wyoming. Good one.
I got it. I got Massachusetts there. MASSACHUSETTS.
Yes. I love the way you said I have Massachusetts and then started with an A. I was like, no. We're gone.
I haven't been drinking. I've been drinking Monster here. I'm not even the one that's drunk. What else did it?
To be fair, I might hold off on the shots for a bit. Just to save myself. I'll do cans, but I'll save the shots till after 1 o'clock.
Connecticut. There you go. Home of WWE's headquarters. Yeah. Connecticut.
Wait, Toby donated 30 quid. That means I have to do the hot sauce.
I'll do it after the 10 minutes.
Hottest hot sauce in the world, by the way. Connecticut. I'm spelling this wrong again.
Jesus Christ. These things are hard to spell.
I'm connect. All right, connect. Oh, there's a silent C in there. Silent C. Yes, silent C.
New Jersey.
Susan Land.
New Jersey.
Karen Land. Where's Karen's? See if the Karens are in there. No.
New Jersey.
Maryland. New Jersey.
Jersey.
Oh my god. I love that Friend special. I thought the Friend special was great, apart from James Corden being in there.
Jesus, we have not done well at all here.
He was on. Did you see? He did He did an interview for the Sun with Jose Mourinho. I know you're not a football fan, but Jesus Christ.
Do you know how I'm trying to get? I'm trying to think of pay-per-views that I've been in. Louisiana. Have we done Louisiana yet?
Yeah, Louisiana. Chicago's not as, is it?
Illinois. Illinois is where Chicago.
Illinois, that's it, yeah. I was thinking CM Punk there. That's not how you spell Illinois. Illinois? Yes.
There you go.
Iowa. Davenport, Iowa, the home of Seth Rollins.
I can't even do his laugh properly. My throat's a bit stupid today.
North Carolina and South Carolina, home of the Young Bucks and Daddy Trump and
And the Hardys.
I still haven't watched Dynamite because I had to go to bed early last night. I heard it was decent. Anyone got any thoughts? Anyone in the chat got any thoughts on Dynamite last night before I watch it tonight? Or probably tomorrow before I die? Any good?
Atlanta? No, Atlanta's a city. Georgia.
George. Oh, well, I just put Georgia in there. Home of the Masters and also heavy Trump country as well.
I'm just looking at some of these ones in the middle. I can't even think.
The Bucks are from Cali, but they live in North Carolina. I believe the Bucks do live in Carolina, don't they?
I don't know.
I'm right in saying that. I'm pretty convinced they live in the Carolinas. But anyway, 18 more with 3 minutes. Jesus, that's 6 1 per minute.
You got Alabama.
Alabama, yeah.
Another Trump country. Virginia.
Oh, they live in Cali. I thought they lived in Carolinas. Shit. But anyway, still.
You got Virginia. A few more. Try to think what more the northern ones are.
Maybe Justin Roberts had a North Carolina in my head so much I thought they lived there. Cali. No, I'm all right. I'm drinking today. That's a weed reference on Twitch. Colorado, Kentucky. I just got a €50 donation from my uncle.
You just did Kentucky.
And a 30 thank you, Toby, for that €30 donation. That's going to mean that I have to drink hot sauce. I might wax my leg after this as well because I think I've got enough donations for one. But 14 left.
Indiana.
Rancho Cucamonga. I'm not spelling that out, Fitz. New Mexico.
That's the place in Rancho Cucamonga. That's the city, I think, in California where they're from.
Yeah, I know. Rancho
Indiana?
Cucamonga. Indiana, that's a good one, yeah.
The setting of Parks and Rec, which I've been watching a lot of recently.
We've got 12 more in a minute. That's not happening. But we gave it a go. Washington. Oh, Utah. I like the funky ones. Colorado. Do we have Colorado already?
Yeah,
I think I put it.
Right next to Utah. In between that and Kansas.
9 people watching. Thank you. Rancho Cucamonga. I think I'm going to fail here. I really hope I get a tweet because I don't want to drink. Oregon. Toby's a wizard at this.
Have you done Tennessee yet?
I have.
Damn it.
You're the only 10 I see. What's that big one between Washington and North Dakota? Anyone? Montana. You're a good man, Toby. Toby's a machine. Toby. Next up, by the way, we have a free phone-in show. So I'm going to send the link around. Whoever wants to join can join. Scott will be leaving us for a bit, getting ready for his debate later, which he promises that he will win.
I got my Jimmy Bennett training montage to do.
Yeah, you have. With the dog. Oklahoma. To be fair, Ben Askren's training montage for Jake Paul was really good. I remember the Rocky montage. I like the rip-off Rocky montages. Toby's just doing this for me, but I don't think I'm going to get it. Right, lads, just rapid fire. Let's see if we can get a 50 in 40 seconds.
Missouri,
Come on, lads.
I forgot Missouri. St. Louis, Missouri. That's where Orton's from. I'm using wrestling to try and remember states.
I know that's what I'm doing as well. But
what we got? We got 7.
Toby is a boss. He just donated like a load of money and then just came on here and just absolutely annihilated us all in this map quiz. We'll get one more quiz in a minute, but I don't think we're going to get this. Maine.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, Mags. Shout out to Mags who donated earlier as well. West Virginia. Take me home, West Virginia. Country roads.
Oh, Virginia and West Virginia were pretty much the same. Here we go.
East Virginia. Oh, New Hampshire. Oh man, Mississippi. I mean, to be fair, even if we knew Mississippi, even if we knew Mississippi, spelling that would have been an absolute fucking nightmare.
What are the two up here? New Hampshire and what? I can't read there.
New Hampshire and Vermont.
I didn't know Vermont was a state on its own.
Yeah. So I just want to do a quick donation check before I spin the wheel because we got a lot of donations in the last couple of minutes. Thank you to everyone who's just donated. I'm pretty buzzed. Thank you so much. We are now on.
What?
Oh yeah. We're on €250.
I just checked.
As our first landmark. Everybody, We have literally just reached €250. We are a third of the way there. Holy mother of God. And you know what that means?
Oh God. I am nervous for you.
Just put the brown sauce into it.
Oh, Jesus, I hate brown sauce.
Me too. I'm going to top it up with Rockshore. See you later, Steve. Thanks very much for coming in, man. Mayo, yeah. Thanks very much for coming in. You're an absolute legend. €250. We are a third of the way there to our goal. That means the King's Cup is getting downed right now.
Oh, jeez.
If I need to intermittently just leave and go and get you'll know where I'm gone later on in the stream because it's not even 12 and you legends have done this. So there is pepper, lemon juice, soy sauce, brown sauce, Corona. There is a little bit of gin in here. Mags, I do have a bucket handy. I will. But cheers, everybody. Thank you for €250. We are a third of the way there. I'm going to die.
Oh, jeez. Oh. I hope you all appreciate what this man is doing for this cause. Because what the things that it's probably doing to his insides right now.
That was... Here. No, that's disgusting, man.
Have a bucket or something on hand because you're probably going to need it.
Yeah, I will. Okay. Time for the next quiz. I'm going to battle through this today. I've got plenty of water with me. That was absolutely vile. €250. You guys are absolutely insane. What the we've just reached €250. I'm gonna do a tweet to say that we've reached that after we do another quiz. I have to spin the wheel. I'm gonna hold off on the drink until 1 p.m. just to save the stream. If that's okay. I will make up for the donations when I can. But actually, we reached €250. I want to tweet something.
Yeah.
So the next person to... Can you please comment what you want me to tweet within reason? The next person who sends into the chat what you want me to tweet out on my personal Twitter account, I will tweet it. The reward / punishment for targets. The punishment I just did the King's Cup fits. We just reached €250 and I just downed the King's Cup, which had everything in it, and I feel like dying. Toby, Stan Nate Diaz. I think I'll do that. Do you want me to really be proper weird and creepy? Can someone write out a Stan Nate Diaz tweet? Just end my career by me having to tweet this. I will tweet it out. Will I be yeah, whatever someone has in the chat. Stan Nate Diaz. I like that idea, but this is a punishment. So make me look a fool. Someone write out a tweet that I need to do to Stan Nate Diaz, because I do Stan Nate Diaz. Did you see him lighting up in Arizona? Why? It's Toby. We need the next person that sends in what I should tweet. I know Fitz has a couple of ideas, so next person that sends in a tweet, we'll get the next quiz up. But Scott, I don't know if you're a UFC fan, but in Arizona, they've taken weed off USADA, and in Arizona it's legal. And they were at the press conference, and Nate Diaz just lit up a joint. He was on stage for the press conference and he just lit up a joint, and it was brilliant. So let's go and find another quiz.
What a hero.
Anyone got any other quiz ideas as well? But we just reached two. We failed. We didn't get 50 states. So
let's try some. Do you want to go for something wrestling related, or do you want to try something different?
What other quizzes come?
Oracle's got some really good wrestling related ones, but you could try that for movies or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, movies, I'm not great. Let's see. Wrestling quizzes. Or, anyone got any other ideas? But I need a tweet. If anyone has any tweet ideas, please send them in, because next person who sends in a good tweet that I need to tweet out, it's all about the punishment. Let me know. You said Stan Nate Diaz, Toby. Come on. Not he's not gonna see it. Let's send out a really soft, just a tweet, Stan and Nate Diaz. But share this link. Actually, we've just reached €250, but share this link around. Share it to your friends and family. Scott's done an amazing job. My light just fell. Scott's done an amazing job in sharing around. I'm so much, and just please, just like if everybody in here donates €5 right now, that's €25.
See, if you want to stand Nate Diaz, just tag him in it and then just write lyrics from the Eminem song "Stand." Just, dear Nate Diaz, I wrote you, but you still ain't calling, or some shit like that.
He says, actually, Toby said just ask Joe Rogan if he wants to come on the podcast. I'm going to tweet Joe Rogan. I'm very drunk, so I'm going to tweet, "What's up at Joe Rogan?" In all capitals. You very small man.
You're doing the only Lorcan style of tweeting, just all caps.
Yeah. I'm going to go Oni Lorcan for the whole day. Oni Lorcan's Twitter was amazing, but he's not doing it anymore. Me and Kieran, I don't know, between episodes 60 and 70, we had a segment where we read out Oni Lorcan's tweets. And it was amazing. But what's up, Joe Rogan, you very small man? 2 exclamation marks. Wanna come on Hallway Graps Pod? He hates wrestling. Doesn't he? Like, I think he... All right, okay. What's up, Joe? My 3'4" king. Yeah, I'll go with that. My 3 foot.
Dear Joe, you probably know why I'm writing you bitch.
With my 3'4" king. Want to come on Hallway Graps Pod? And smoke some dope.
I don't get the whole Joe Rogan thing, by the way. I don't see what everyone loves about it.
I don't really like him, but I know him and Elon Musk have moved to Texas because of the taxes. P.S. We all know that was you in that tiny car. No, that was you in that tiny car at the match yesterday. Kiss, kiss. That tweeted. Everyone go retweet that tweet. Everyone go retweet that tweet, and that'll be my next tweet. DMTs are on us. I'm not tweeting that. But let's go for another quiz. Anyone got any quiz ideas? Thank you for the 5 people in here. Thank you for the donations. €250, and we're not even 2 hours in.
Yeah, but you find another quiz. I've been dying for the toilet, so excuse me. Man.
Yeah, I'll be dying for the toilet soon, but I'll find another quiz. Anyone got ideas for a quiz? Oh, wait, hot sauce. Do I want to do hot sauce now? Listen, Toby, you donate €30. I'll do the hot sauce when we're on the phone-in show. Because it's the hottest hot sauce in the world, everybody. The last Apollo is does everyone knows Hot Ones. This is the final boss on Hot Ones. So this is the hottest hot sauce in the world. 2 million Scoville units. It's pretty crazy. But yeah. This is just insane. €250. That's crept up on me. Like, it's pretty cool. But like, talking about what we have coming up later, like we have some serious shows coming up very soon. We have I'm gonna go get the schedule right now. So next up we have the free phone-in show, which I'm gonna send around to all my friends. We have the Punishment GeoGuessr with Dexy's Midnight Blade Runner, so we're gonna be playing GeoGuessr and I'm gonna get punished for it. B show, we're gonna be crowning the best alcoholic beverage in the world with the Ledger Wrestling Podcast boys. Danhausen, watch along with the Ringsiders. Everyone loves a bit of Danhausen, and I love the Ringsiders boys. Quiz battle with the Chinwag podcast. So Project It's are representing Sam versus Scott in a debate. We have Tom Foolery, 2 Truths, 1 Lie. Me and my friend Gally are going to be in an eating contest. So I've just ordered my mega box. We're going to be eating a mega box, which after all this alcohol, probably not a good idea. We're going to be naming our BPL Streets We'll Never Forget 11s. With the football hour, and we're going to end with More Than Hype. I'm going to be joined by Clayton Long and LJ Cleary to react to the big 6-man at Fight Factory. Winner takes all. We're going to be reacting to that to close out the show. Our target is €750. You guys have just done insane and got us to 250. Thank you very much. But to the 5 people who are in here, a lot of you have probably already donated, but if any of you are in here right now, go and donate, and it would just mean the world, because we just let's keep those donations rolling. And Scott is back. Scott said pick a quiz, but I spent that plugging, which I will. I'll plug to the hill. But quizzes. Let's have wrestling quizzes. We've got 10 minutes. Wrestling Observer. No, I don't want the Wrestling Observer. Wrestling quizzes. Can you name all of the PWI 500? Probably not. Wrestling trivia quizzes and games. The Ultimate WE quiz, wrestling trivia, the Pro Wrestling House stuff, where the 80s wrestling quiz.
Here we go.
Can you get more than 11 right on this 80s wrestling quiz? Right, we'll go for it.
Okay.
We can't get more than 8. I'm pretty bad. What year did the first WrestleMania take place? Are we doing this as a team, or do you want me to go alone?
I'm happy to take part in this.
Okay, let's do it. What year did the WrestleMania first take place?
1985.
You're a lot more of a knowledge
I'm a sponge for this kind of shit.
Randy Savage taunted opponents with some of the greatest promos in the 1980s, but not even the toughest wrestlers want to get between him and which manager?
So Elizabeth was right there.
Miss Elizabeth?
Yeah.
How about I say it and then you say if I'm wrong? Because I want to... Because I know you know a lot of this, but I don't. One of the wildest men in the business, Bruiser Brody, had a famous feud with Abdullah the Butcher. Both wrestlers became both used for their blading, is it?
Yeah, because look at his forehead. And that
I know. You can put coins in that forehead.
Like Wolverine's had to go at him.
Before Bret Hart reached stardom as a singles wrestler, he was part of the Hart finish alongside which wrestler in the 80s? Jim Neidhart, isn't it?
Yeah. And did you know that he is Natalia's father? She's never mentioned it.
Yeah, Natalia, Jesus. I can't believe she's a champion these days. Do you know the name of the major promotion out of Texas that was owned by Fritz von Erich? Let me guess this. So it's not the WWF. It's American Wrestling. NWA, I don't believe it was him. I'm going to say American Wrestling Association. Am I right, Scott?
World class.
Is it World Class Championship Wrestling, is it? I'm gonna take this one on my own, and I'm gonna...
I tried to lead you down the path.
I mean, to be fair, I didn't really hear you there. I thought you were well, but you know. I don't want... I know
Excuses.
But I don't want to make it easy. Like, you're really good at it. You know all this stuff. Plus, we need after returning to WWF at the end of 1983, Hulk Hogan won the first WWE title with pinning the Iron Sheik in which arena? I mean, MSG is the obvious answer, but is that just debate?
I'm pretty sure that was the arena. That was pretty much their key arena at the time.
Yes.
My dog's finally woke up.
Jake Roberts was always looking for advantage, so he carried a baseball bat. He was stick. No. It was a snake.
The baseball bat, Roberts.
Who bought the WWF time from his father, eventually turned into the wrestling Vince. It's Vince. This is a bit easy. Andre the Giant faced Big John stood in the Body Slam Challenge, where Andre would be forced to do what if he lost? Cut his hair, give up the pay 15. It's retire sounds like the obvious one. I mean, he doesn't have much hair there. Is it retire? Scott, is it retire? Am I right in saying retire?
Yeah, sorry, I'm just trying to get my dog's attention because he's just...
No problem at all. Rick Rude was known as a man's man, but didn't mean he wasn't obsessed with what? His looks?
I think so. That's a weird question.
I know. This isn't a great quiz. Who did Ric Flair defeat at the first Starrcade to win the NWA World Heavyweight title? I mean, it's showing me who it is there, and I believe that looks like Harley Race.
Yeah, it was Harley Race. It would help if they weren't showing you, but yeah, it was Harley Race. Oh, hello.
As patriotic as he was ferocious, Hacksaw Jim Duggan came to the ring with an American flag in one hand. You're showing me what he came to the ring with. Like, this is
help get the donations up here. Where's get into shop more. You bugger.
Toby says 15k. Does that mean you're donating 15k? Thanks, Toby. Come on. The dog's here. Yeah, donate for the dog. Roddy Piper was so good on the mic that he was given his own interview segment known as what? Piper's Pit. This is far too easy.
Donate for Dexy. Come on.
Donate for Dexy. And Buster, my dog's downstairs. One of the most feared heels in the WWF. No one wanted to get caught by which signature move from the Iron Sheik, the camel clutch. Iron Sheik's. I think I just tweeted like Iron Sheik as well.
Hello.
During a segment on WWF in 1998, The one-man gang disappeared into alley, only used to return to which new wrestler? I mean, I can see him right there, and it's not Batista, Haku, or Kane. Is that Akeem?
Yes, he was Akeem the African Dream.
Oh, what a man! I recently interviewed the Ascension with Ringsiders and the Dusty Road stories. I don't know if you watched the but Scott, I'll tell a story now because this quiz is terrible. But the Ascension are great guys, and me and Colin were talking to them, and like Dusty Rhodes is just every time you hear stories about him, he's just a legend. And apparently, like on the when the original Ascension were a load of vampires, Connor from the Ascension put on like he has a like the promo list where you have like lists of people who need to practice promos. Like Dream would have a list, and Connor put Mike Hunt on the list. And Dream went like Dream was walking around like really angry, being like apparently he was pissed off today, and he was like, "I know who did it." I'm not doing a good Dream impression. But he was like,
I know who did it, baby. I'm not happy with pissed off.
Yeah, and then he subtly started like telling them, he was like, "It was them vampires." It was them. It was like, and Connor had to like admit that he was like, "I'm like, it was me." Dream was just apparently just an absolute legend. The American Dream. So now Cody Rhodes' nickname.
Everybody who's watching this, if you're not donating, look at that little face. You are disappointing little Dexter if you've not already donated.
Yeah, please do donate. Which wrestler did Bob Orton Jr. accidentally hit during WrestleMania while trying to help that wrestler win the match? Paul Orndorff, is it?
Yeah, because I don't think Piper took many like losses during that period. So yeah, it would have been Orndorff.
Here, I'm sorry, but I can't keep going with this quiz. It's literally showing me who these people are. Like,
which title? But he's holding it in the picture. You dumb.
Yeah, this quiz is terrible. I really apologize for wasting the last few minutes of the stream, but yeah, I'm gonna be on the free phone in is going down soon. I believe there's a 3-hour limit on stream, so I'm gonna be switching over streams after this next one for Dexy's punishment geoguesser. But Scott, your dog seems like they want like he wants a walk.
Want to go outside?
So we are going to be doing the free phone in now. So I'm going to send whoever wants a link, let me know, and we'll send it and we'll have a chat. But it's time to stop screen sharing. We might do some games. We'll have a bit of fun. But Scott, I will see you at 5 o'clock. You've been a legend for these first 2 hours. You've helped get those donations in. I will see you at 5 for that debate. You and Sam are going to go head to head, and I cannot wait. I'll probably be minced by then, but it'll make it even more funny. But Scott, I love you, brother, and I'll see you soon.
Thank you, man.
See you in a bit.
Yeah.
So, everybody, donate. Link is in the pinned tweet. We have just reached 250 quid. Holy shit. I'm going to tweet that out. I'm going to put it on all the socials. And then I'm going to invite my boys in for the free phone-in show. Because I've got a few people that are waiting. I believe that this is the correct link that I've sent them. That's the correct link. It is the correct link. So I'm going to tweet out that we just reached €250. That is insane. €250. I did do the first King's Cup, and that pepper just went straight down the throat. But we're going to tweet it out, and we're going to get into the free live phone in for everyone's free phone in starts now. I want to tweet it out, but I think that would just be I need to tweet it to like people who actually who, if I tweet it out to public, then everyone's going to come in. So €250. How do I announce this? 200, and I'm just gonna go all capitals, like €250 reached. The first goal has been smashed. You are all legends. Free phone in starts now. And then we have the punishment geoguessr and the tournament back to back. So we've got a really cool coming up. Really cool few hours coming up. I'm quite drunk already. I will not lie to you. My speech is not going to be perfect, but holy mother of God, this is a lot better start than I ever expected. But I'm trying to put this out on socials, and now I'll be ready to kick on because there is a free phone in starting now. With a match of the day. Thank you to the 4 people in here. I know it's a bit of a transition right now. Right, holy shit. So free phone in begins now, and I'm going to send it to pretty much anyone who wants to come in. StreamYard.com/. If anyone in the chat wants to come in, let me know and I will send you the link. Anyone is welcome to come and have a chat or maybe play a game, or anyone have any suggestions. It is up to you. This is the people who are watching's hour to decide what we're doing. If you want to come on and play a quiz, if you want to do anything, then come on and we will we'll do it. So free phone in, it's up to you. I'm going to put that on Instagram now. I need to change my name to Rian is drunk. Is drunk. And yeah, so starts now. I'm going to send it to a couple of people and then we're going to get it going. But how is everyone doing? 2 hours are down and I'm buzzed, but I feel great. So everybody, hope everyone is well. And if it's, let me know if it's the correct link. I'm reading out all my messages now. It was the correct link. But yeah, this is insane. Like €250 already is just absolutely like crazy. Like that crept on me. There was a few big donations from a few people that I owe punishments to, but I will do them in a bit. It's just I'm slowing down the drinking because we've got 12 hours of this to do. But I will make them all up. Free phone in hour. Anyone? Welcome. But thank you to everyone who's joined. This is just, we got off to a really hot start, but we need to keep it going because we've got another €500 to raise to reach the goal. So let's keep it going. Let's fill this King's Cup again. This cup is empty. Let's fill it again. Come on. But I believe once someone joins, I might do a wax strip on the free phone in. Yeah, so we had the movie hour first where we review Fair Deviation. We had the BuzzFeed hour. We did a lot of quizzes, which was really fun with Scott. Now we got the free phone in, and we're just waiting on Dexy for later. But yeah, it's just unfortunately filling 12 shows is very tough. So we have to do a free phone in hour, but hopefully we have some of our good friends joining us in a bit. But yeah, we are live and kicking on the. I'm drinking a bit of water for now, just to calm down. But we're kind of in like a rest hour already. But if people join them, we'll turn it into our phone in hour. But yeah, so I'm very, very much looking forward to seeing who pops in for the next 50 minutes. A few people said they might pop in. We might have a few people from different corners of my life, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, I will face. Dara Gibbons has just texted me, so I might FaceTime him. I might FaceTime Dara right now because we've raised 250 quid. Let's see what happens. We're FaceTiming. Don't get too slammed, Toby. We're doing it all for charity. So I might be up for 263. I'd love to be on. Toby, get on here on the stream with me and chat 263. Get on here and chat some 263, and I'll get Domi on. And we'll chat a bit of 263 for next hour, maybe. Domi, I'm gonna send the link to Domi because Big Dome needs to get in here. Domi. So yeah. So many good shows coming up later. Sorry for the dud right now, but it's good. It's getting a little bit of a break for me, but please push donations. There's 5 people watching here right now. If those 5 people can all donate a $5, I know some people already in here have already donated, but to put it in perspective, if 5 people donate €5, that's €25 right there. Toby's on the grind, which you got to respect. So let's just see what the phone in hour brings. I've sent a link to a few people, so let's see what happens. But we're building up to Dexy's coming on for the punishment geoguesser at 1 p.m. But yeah, no. How is everyone? Who's in the chat right now? There's 5 people in the chat, and I don't think I have. I know Toby's in here. I don't know who else is in here, but make it known, and let's see what happens. Will I tweet out the link? Do I tweet out the link in public? I'm going to tweet out on the Hallway Wrestling Podcast. Free phone in show. Welcome to anyone who wants to join us and chat for an hour. Yeah, the tweet has the tweet. I don't know why I tweet that tweet to Joe Rogan is one of the highlights of my life. I think if he ever notices that and don't imagine if he knows that and just donate a load of money, that would be hilarious. But thank you, Toby, for that inspiration. I was gonna stand Nate Diaz because I stand Nate Diaz. I think he don't know if he'll win tonight, but we'll see. But yeah, so we're just waiting. Free phone in. I've sent the link around, so we're just waiting. I'm on the water for a bit. I might. Anyone got any ideas? I might do another quiz. I'm just sending out the links to people, and just see what goes on. Diaz is probably going to lose. I think he is. I know Leon Edwards is an absolute machine. Diaz has been out of the ring for a long time. I'm just happy to see him back in the ring. Diaz is going to get fights as long as he wants. Him and McGregor will happen because it's trilogy. I believe Poirier is going to beat him. I think the way they're going is going to be Diaz McGregor 3. It's a fight that sells pay-per-views, and they both don't need to win to have that fight happen. That fight is with the click of a button. Dana White can make that fight. So listen, I like Leon Edwards. I think it's going to be a really good fight, and it's going to put him in position for a really good title fight against Usman. So I'm not complaining with that at all, whatsoever. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. And then we have Vettori versus Adesanya, which Vettori is a bit over. Vettori just annoys me. I don't know what. I know he seems like he's really, really determined, but like he just seems like a bit of a whiny, talking about how he like Usman's got to spin. Oh, Colby, yeah, shit. Yeah, Usman and Colby is going to be there goes my light again. It's very hard to keep everything up. Usman and Colby is going to be hopefully the end of Colby Covington in terms of title fights, because I mean the man has made Ben Megan, my good friend Ben Megan, has just donated a tenner A tenner. I think I'm gonna wax. Anyone want to see it? I might wax my leg. I think it's time to wax the leg. Do we want to wax the leg, or are we going to save it for punishment geoguesser? What does everyone think in the chat? Should we go for a wax? I need to follow the instructions very carefully. I have the wax strips here. I'm not going to drink until the next show, but I can wax or another tweet. So thank you to Ben for a donation. That's just, the donations are insane. €260, everybody. Let's keep it going. Keep it moving. So if anyone is in here and tunes in, just donate, because it means the world. It's going towards Jigsaw Mental Health, who are helping people from age 12 to 25, which is the important years of your life, to help mental health, because people's mental health is so important. We need to break down that stigma. This podcast really helped my mental health. So that's why we're doing it today for Jigsaw Mental Health in Ireland, breaking down the stigma and supporting people who may be struggling. So keep those donations going. Keep them rolling. €250 already. We're well ahead of the curve after those amazing donations. So yeah, I'm just waiting. 5 people in the chat. Ben, thanks a million for donating. It means the world, that €10 donation. I would do a shot, but I've already done a lot of shots. Thank you, Ben. You legend. That's what I've texted him, because he is absolute great friend of mine from college. So free phone in. I know it's 12 o'clock on a Saturday. There's a lot of people that are just extremely busy, so we might put the phone in a bit early. But yeah. So I'm just here chatting. We've got 5 people in here. I'm pretty dusted already, I won't lie. But if anyone has any questions, and anything at all, let me know. Any ideas? I might go back on the quizzes. But that last hour with the quizzes was great. I know it's going to be hard to keep the viewership up because it's a Saturday and everyone's busy, but it's pretty insane. Let's see what else. What can we do on here? Predictions for tonight's main card. I mean, Toby, you know, I'm gonna look at the main card here. I'll get a screenshot up. You know me, I'm not a UFC expert, but I'll give my predictions. UFC main card tonight. Let's get it up. And I'll give my predictions, and we'll see what happens. But anyway, UFC Fight Center. Okay, here we go. All right, Paul. We'll go from the bottom. It's a great card. Holy shit! I'm really a big fan of Joanne Calderwood as well. Like she just seems pretty legit. Like 2 Scottish fires on it is pretty insane. This seems like they both hate each other. Paul Craig versus Jamahal Hill. Paul Craig, I think, is going to win. I'm a big fan of Paul Craig from what I've seen in the Embedded. He seems just really passionate. Big Scottish flag on the face last night. Jamahal Hill just seemed like a bit of a kind of a bit of, I don't know. I just didn't like him. I don't know. You get first impressions. I think Paul Craig is going to win. He looks like an absolute beast. Damian Maia against Bilal Muhammad is going to be a really good fight. I know Bilal Muhammad is building his way up. Damian Maia is an absolute legend. So, I mean, this would be a huge win for Bilal Muhammad. And Damian Maia is very, very, very good. But I think Bilal Muhammad will take it on points. I think like rankings don't really matter. Like they're both on different stages of their career. Like Bilal's going up, and Damian's kind of, he's a legend, but he's coming toward I just think Bilal Muhammad's going to win. Leon Edwards, I think, is going to win in maybe the 3rd round, maybe the 4th round. I think Nate has enough to take it to points, but Leon Edwards is a killer. I love Brandon Moreno. I think Brandon Moreno is like he seems like an absolute just really when Nate offered him the cigarette, like the joint, he was very, very innocent. But Deviation Figueiredo, if I'm pronouncing it right, just his jiu-jitsu just seems insane. So I'll probably go for Deviation. Another classic, like their first fight was insane. Like it was pretty pretty like impressive. Like that 5-round fight was an absolute war. And I'm backing Adesanya all the way. Adesanya to beat Marvin Vettori, no doubts about it. Vittori's good, but like he seems like the emotions kind of a bit better of him, and he thinks he won the first fight when I don't think he did. When I'm looking back on it, Adesanya, Stylebender, they're absolute legends. So I'm going to go Adesanya, Figueiredo, although I want Moreno, but it's a heart over head. Leon Edwards, Bilal Muhammad, and Paul Craig. So yeah, they're my 5 predictions. They're my predictions. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. But yeah, it should be a really interesting card. We've got. I might put it. I mean, I don't have. I'm a student. I was gonna put Naka on, but we'll see. We'll see at the end. But I'm really looking forward to it. I need to watch Dynamite later as well. But I mean, yeah, I'm 50-50 on Figueiredo and Moreno. I don't know why, but I think Moreno just seems really, really determined on him. I like him. That might be just like a head over heart prediction there. But if Moreno won, I wouldn't be complaining. I think Moreno's a really, really good fighter. But yeah, is there anything I can screen share and watch stuff here, because I'm not really. I don't think I'll take the stream down if I watch stuff, but yeah. So we're just waiting for the 1 p.m. slot. I believe I have to end the stream and start it again, because I think it's like 3 hour minimum. So at 1 o'clock, just before 1 o'clock, we'll end it and start it again with a new link, and I'll send it around to everyone who is going to be in here. So, but yeah, €250 is insane, guys. Holy shit. But yeah, anyone got any ideas for the next couple of minutes? I've sent the link around, and we'll see who joins us. But if anyone has any ideas, I've just checked out the main card there and made predictions, thanks to Toby. But if anyone, that eating contest later is going to be bad after all this food. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to close this window because there's people outside now. The world is waking up. But yeah, anything that I can react to? Is there any? I mean, I can go on YouTube and react to stuff. So if anyone has any suggestions, then let me know. But let's see. Is there anything that I can have a look at? Because the quizzes were good, but I think we ran out of the quizzes. But I'm going to drink some orange juice, even though it's, vitamin C. We can go back and have a look at the first few podcast episodes. That might actually be an idea. Let's go. Let's react to it. Yeah, let's go react to the first Body Slam Pro Wrestling. I know you're a big fan of them, Toby, and I might check them out in a minute. But I just want to let's go back and have a look at Holy Wrestling Podcast and check out the channel. The Manscaped sponsorship. Oh, geez, remember that one. Body Slam is fantastic. I remember watching them at Carrot, and they were just really, really good. Oh my God, this is a Dan Barry and the Besties. I remember those episodes. Kieran did all the movie podcasts. We did the NXT re-review. Oh, that's what. Jesus, look at this. Wait, here we go. 1 minute. Anyone want to react to my introduction for the podcast? I did like an introduction video back 2 years ago to the 9th of June, 2 days ago to the basically 2 days ago to the day. 8th of June 2019, which is the day before, 235 views. But yeah, a little introduction to the podcast that we did, and Jesus, watching back this was a different time, man. This is weird. Let's react to this. Recorded on my iPhone 5. That intro. Jeez. Look at my hands. Look at those hands. My hands are just moving. That they still do. My sister's photo in the background. Clusterfuck week, Commander in. Oh yeah, that Best of the Super Juniors final. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, Ospreay and Shingo. Why am I so quiet? Like, what am I doing? Stop picking your nails. Like, you're so bad. Amazing, amazing. Jericho Okada. Personal favorite. That aged fucking terribly. Sadly, you're on SmackDown. Oh. Gordo, shout out. Super Saudis. The lightness there. It's filmed on like why is it in my it looks like I'm filming it between my legs. Please give us time. You gave us time to be ready. Jesus Christ. Yeah, you are. Shout out to them. Oh my god, right. Look at that. Like, share, it's not even fucking centered. It looks terrible. It's so bad. Jesus. Just dreadful stuff. Wait, why have I stopped sharing? I shouldn't have stopped sharing. But oh my god. That was just like a dreadful intro. And then we stopped doing YouTube stuff. But like Dan Barry in episode 5, who was on AEW recently, was just an amazing like moment. Keep donating, everybody. Donate. Link is in the pinned tweet and everywhere. But yeah, do we want to go back to episode 1? Do we have episode 1 here? We have episode 1. Let's. Oh, that intro. Oof. That intro was rough. With me as always in the first episode. It's crazy to watch back these. Look how like not confident we are. We literally haven't a clue what we're doing. I don't think I've shared the audio here. I'll share the audio now. Stop screen share. Share screen. Share screen. Share audio. So I didn't share audio the last time, I don't think. I'm quite drunk already. But let's just listen to some of this. Right, here we are.
Because we're going to get good content, hopefully.
The best time in that.
And then the worst time because we've got so much to cover.
The best time in that, there's a lot going on. The worst time in that, a lot of it's really bad.
Like this is on YouTube, just a blank
weakest
screen.
point I've ever seen for WWE.
Yeah, it's very low. And you're going to tell by our voices that we're going to get very depressed.
Oh, yeah, big time. Anyway,
Like this was filmed.
We'll do some of that. So, first,
This was filmed like on a book, like on a bookcase, on like a table with like a stack of books that were just uneven, like so uneven. And I had my iPhone 5 on the top, and like transferring the files over and getting them out, and how the audio was actually half decent. I have no idea. Like I have no idea how we got a good. Like we didn't get a good product out, but I don't know how we got a semi-decent product out because it's so bad. It's not. It's so bad. But yeah, it's pretty insane to think about. But we actually did get a donation, so I'm gonna put some in the King's Cup. But yeah, no, it's so weird to look back on these. Like Riddle Goldberg, remember that Super Showdown?
first thing I have done, I'll do my news first. Excellent. And he launched at the exact same time as Super Showdown.
We were so structured and so like.
Who
My
were
news,
promoting
Kieran's
Sami
news.
Zayn's Syrian relief project, so I could get a shout out for this podcast. So we're killing two birds with one stone.
That's
here.
good. Cultaholic also did something, but I'm happy Sami Zayn's doing that because he was kicked off Super Showdown, which I'm sure he's had.
Oh yeah, that
Because he supports Syria.
the Saudi shows.
And obviously
Jesus.
Aleister Black was kicked off because of his tattoos, which is even more stupid.
Aleister Black has been kicked off the company entirely now.
No.
But yeah, the important thing is Sami Zayn.
Yeah, so that's our first episode.
Exact same time. Super Showdown.
Not watching
person
all.
that said mostly a good person, and he's probably, I don't know, when he dies, there should be the entire whole.
Man, this is anything else? The hallway games. Remember that episode 50? We're now at episode 100. That was pretty cool. Dan Barry. I had the besties on, and that was just insane. Kieran's done all these. Wow. Look how bad. Oh wait, I want to go to this one. Like I tried to hangouts. I remember Steve from the Alleged tried to help us with these, and it was just like look at that. You can see.
Okay.
It's it like flashes up and goes down.
Let's just be honest. When they say 6
Look
to
at
8
the comments.
months, I don't know if they're giving him the Cena treatment, but he'll probably be back in 3 months. They've been known to over exaggerate out times. You know what I mean? They did that with Cena to make him look like a superhero. I'd say to do that with Lars.
I don't know. I'm going to assume in 6 to 8 months. I don't know why they bother lying.
Yeah,
because it's not like he's going to get a massive pop, you know.
Yeah, look at Steve there. I've
When he comes
never
back.
may never recover for showing you how to
hasn't been
switch
around
from a
long enough
pox
to
on
get it.
you.
Oh Jesus, Lars has spare time. Fucking delete every Reddit and
Yeah,
Instagram app on his phone before he gets bored.
he needs to, man. It's pretty rough. I don't
Is-
know. He's not even that awful. It's just that he said some questionable shit, and he's not that good.
Yeah,
Yeah, Lars is done. All right.
yeah. No, they fucked up his feud badly, as they did with loads of people. But
I don't
yeah,
know, it wasn't even fucked up that bad. It was just kind of the wind was taken out of it.
I don't want to like wish bad on anyone, but like I don't really care that he's out. Being brutally honest.
No, I don't care, but like I'm not glad he's gone.
No, me neither. I don't like to see people injured.
I mean, in
as a
hindsight,
certified
I'm
crypto
not
myself,
really a
like,
fan of him anymore.
Jeez, okay.
Well, yeah, no, this is just watching this
I
back.
wouldn't
is-
wish that on anyone.
no, not at all.
For reference, this is so. I didn't think we were doing the podcast, and this is so last minute. I'm going through the top posts of last week in Squared Circle for my news.
Yeah,
So if it sounds
We were
like
so
I'm
bad.
just kind of buying time, it's because I am. Kurt, here's a bit of filler news. Kurt Angle has tweeted, "Okay, I see it too. Many of you think Thanos looks like me. I see some resemblance, but I swear
This
he's
is
not
our
my
level
son.
of news.
I already have one bastard child to worry about with Jason. I don't need another. Lol. Hashtag it's true."
Oh Jesus! While you find news, will I go through this Seth Rollins versus Will Ospreay thing?
Oh yes, there's some
Oh,
actual.
yeah, that's
yeah,
Seth Rollins.
Yeah,
Will
Seth
Ospreay.
Rollins versus Will Ospreay.
But yeah, but yeah, that was the oh wait, yeah, where is it? I tried to do a Jericho ad and reveal my password, and I had to put like a Will Ferrell thing over it. And I believe that was in the first episode, and I can't remember where, but it was just so funny. I don't know if I can find it there, but I've come a long way since then. I think. Look at all these. Yup, Aiden, how are we? Shout out to Aiden Kelly, my co-host on Talking Point Tuesdays on DCUFM, absolute legend. But yeah, so if anyone has anything, I might Body Slam Pro Wrestling, Toby. I'll go Body Slam. You said you wanted it. You've donated a lot of money, Face, so I'm going to go to Body Slam and I'm going to react to a bit of Body Slam Pro Wrestling. Anything in particular, if you're still there, Toby? Body Slam Pro Wrestling. Sorry, I need to share with audio. But you know, I watched them at Carrot, and they were really, really good. So really interesting seeing what it Lucky Kid versus Speed Bomb, like baby.
Rematch.
Hi,
Scott
hi,
and
shit.
with educated feet. No. Let's see what they.
Oh, remember Lucky Kid? I remember him too.
I always say you don't travel across the wall for this. Just control for Bailey.
We'll watch this for a bit. I'm a very big fan of Speedball.
Again.
Very big fan of Speedball. If you're in the chat right now and you haven't already, please donate. The link is in the pinned tweet or on Instagram. We have reached 500.
Multiple nip-ups from Speedball.
500. When we reach 500 euro, I'll be down in King's Cup again. 250 euro is insane already, but we still have a long way to go. Let's hope we can reach that goal. But wow. Is there any matches, Toby, that you can suggest that I watch? But because Speedball and Lucky Kid is great, but is there any? I know Michael Fine is really good.
Style of match.
Don't know if I can concentrate on wrestling for this long.
Early on,
but
just highlighting why these two guys are here in Body Slam.
But yeah, this is how much wrestling in a bit.
Feel the specialness in the air.
So
Now
this should be
my
my wrestling intake for now.
Lucky Kid through the legs.
I love Speedball. I think I've interviewed Speedball. And it's pretty cool. He's such a good mind for business, and rumored to be joining WWE or in talks after the band finished up. So.
So far, Lucky Kid proving he can keep up.
Lucky Kid was very like a waste. Like he's a fantastic wrestler, and then went to NXT. I don't know what's going on right now. I don't know where he is at the moment, but
both men in their late
I think he's stuck in
20s,
Germany.
both men over 10 years,
but
already under their belts, which is insane.
Big fan of both these wrestlers. This is a good match. If anyone has any other suggestions, let me know. We got 30 minutes left of the free hour. Obviously, Saturday means everyone's busy, so we haven't got many phone-ins. But next up, we got Dexy's Punishment GeoGuessr. So,
he's a very honourable fighter as people.
Yeah, the French Canadian willing to give the German competitor the wide berth he needs to get in.
Just send the link around for the next.
Right now. Lucky Kid being very picky.
I think I might do a wax.
Looking to get this one back up and running. Now Lucky Kid back in. Another collar and elbow.
I'm going to do a wax while Lucky Kid and thing are on. I'm going to read the instructions while this match is on. Make sure the unknown that hair is least for waxing. If your hair is long, trim about.
Taking a little bit of offense to
it. Sure, wax to be. Yes, it is. Warm the strip or room champ for 20 to 30 seconds.
That's Bailey's time.
Warm.
Nothing from there.
Slowly separate the double strip. Place one strip side, wax side up for ladies. Any strips open can be folded in half ladies. Firmly smooth your underwear area in the same direction as your hair grows.
Explosion of speed from both guys.
I don't know
This
what
is what we
direction
talk about. That jump up.
Anyone who's an expert at waxing.
That jump up in skill between two elite level wrestlers, and you see that difference.
But
if you are in the locker room, you're going to be taking every note imaginable watching these two.
Same direction as your hair grows.
Back elbow.
Thrown down.
1, 2.
Apologies for the energy. We'll have me, Daniel Connor, and Jack are going to be in here doing Punishment GeoGuessr in a bit.
Not going to break. The referee going to have to admonish him for a 5 count or disqualification. Lucky just furious early on.
I'm looking up a load of tutorials on how to do this.
The referee reminding him that she does control the rules here, and she will disqualify him if he doesn't obey them.
I'm sure Lucky Kid does not want that. He was the one that wanted the competition.
Yeah, he asked for this. Body Slam gave it to him.
Wrenching at the cheeks. Fish hooking him.
I think I know how to do this.
Have a big grin, Bailey.
Oh!
Right, so we're pulling it
across the ice, another boot to the side of the head.
1, 2. Lateral press puts a lot of effort on those hips. Still, though, should be hooking the leg. It's on my Bailey. Picks it up.
Ready to back suplex. Another pin cover.
Place the wax strip
One,
on my
two.
leg.
This time hooks the wrist and the
As
leg.
you guys have reached.
So you see, he's starting to adjust a little bit, Ollie.
Yeah, but Lucky Kid really looking to put this one to bed early.
Bailey.
I'm rubbing it.
Done at this point.
I am rubbing
Definitely
it.
feeling the effects, though.
We're going to pull the camera. I know this match is on right now.
Oh, shots to the back of the head.
We've
Not
put it
very
on.
sportsmanlike from Lucky Kid.
Oh.
And
Bailey senses
I think
that.
we should stop streaming for 2 seconds while I wax my leg. It's on there. I believe I have it in the right place. And grip the bottom of the wax strip and immediately pull that strip in the opposite direction to hair growth. I have no idea if I've done this right. I really hope I have, or else we're in trouble. 3, 2, 1. Oh! Oh my fucking lord. Well. Oh my god. Well, for the 4 people who are in here. Ow. That hurt. We've just waxed my leg for the first time today. Let's hope it's not the last, because if you donate more, we will do more. But I just waxed my leg. Now back to the wrestling match. Share screen with share audio. And we'll get back to Lucky Kid versus Mike Bailey from Body Slam.
there's only so much leeway he'll give you.
Felt that, yeah. So did I.
Yeah,
I really felt that.
this is something where,
As
as a competitor, as a
felt that.
Taekwondo fighter, he's
Jesus.
not going to just sit there and take
It wasn't
the
as bad as
shots.
it. Like, has somebody seen the waxing happen before?
Knife edge shot
It wasn't too bad.
from Lucky Kid, and I think I know what's coming. Oh my goodness!
Man.
I'm going to put this up on the Twitter.
Crack of a whip.
Handspring
Handspring.
again. But
Missed. Oh!
Bailey saw it coming.
Speedball is
And there is
just-
one of those educated
just
feet
good. He's
landing on
very,
Lucky
very good.
Kid's jaw. And now Bailey's going to have to start finding his mark with those feet. Boom! Straight to the bread basket.
Oh, that's the axe kick.
Oh,
Now
But yeah,
straight
it's,
to the heart of the German.
beautiful.
We go for the ultimate weapon.
And the
Oh!
ultimate weapon landing true. 1, 2. Oh.
We're going to put out a
Two.
tweet that's about the waxing, and we're going to try and get that link pushed and donations up. Keep donating, everybody.
Lucky Kid
Keep pushing.
up to a seated position. But
Uh,
now a complete reversal we saw just a couple minutes ago.
but we are in 20 minutes. We are joined by the Dexys Midnight Blender and Susan
Targets
Punishment
in.
Geoguesser. So please tune in.
Lucky Kid saw it coming, spins him round.
Picks him up. Can't quite get it denied. Oh, hooks both arms.
Reverse though.
Does it again.
Full Nelson reversal again. Just can't.
One of the
escape.
best matches I've ever seen live is
back
Speedball
elbow.
versus Bandito at 16 karat gold.
The Lucky
Unbelievable.
Kid followed
my
through will not be
goodness.
denied.
Unbelievable.
Neither will Bailey.
Oh, head scissors, but
Could go
rolls
for that
through.
crossface. Gets it one more time.
Oh, dragon suplex.
Holds on, goes for the cover. 1, 2. You see, he's trying to transition. He doesn't want to lose any part of Bailey. When
But
he
yeah,
goes
I
to move
felt
to
that in my leg,
lateral
like
press
the
into
wax
mid
strip.
cover.
Beautiful. Beautiful as ever.
Eno's giving him the smallest window of opportunity.
We'll be back with
Bailey
some
can capitalize,
content
and that's
in a
what
minute.
Lucky
We have
Kid brings
some
to the box
amazing
office
shows
right now.
coming up soon.
Unfortunate.
No
With some
respect
amazing
shown
guests.
from
So let's
Germany to
get that
Denmark,
up. Let's get
it
the energy
seems.
up. Let's get the donations going. Keep going with the donations.
What's he got in
Link
mind now?
in the bio.
Wait, Mike Bailey reverses it.
Pushes him off.
Oh, I think it's a forearm. And another.
I'm going to end this stream and start again in
And a
in a
third.
couple of seconds.
You see, I think Bailey's firing up. All of these strikes just serving.
Yeah.
Piss the French Canadian off. And now back and forth trading bombs left and right.
Oh, this
Forearm
is
flying.
beautiful. This is pure violence.
Who's going to come out on top? Mike Bailey with a triple combo.
Lucky Kid with a knee.
So quick. They're so quick.
Stumbles and staggers. Can he capitalize? No, what a kick. Oh, went for that capoeira kick. Missed. Oh,
yeah,
look at this.
rapid fire. Oh, it ends with an enziguri for good measure.
You can block all the rapid fire you want. It only takes one to get through.
But yeah, the wax wasn't as bad as I thought. I don't know if I need to put treatment on it, but might put a bit of cream on it. Post wax.
Kid's still on the outside.
I don't think he's going to be safe. Oh, wait. Picks the ankles. He knew he wasn't
A
safe.
bit of this on.
Lucky Kid going
Spring
over.
well. Oh, Tope from Lucky Kid.
But they did not want to be outdone. Oh, suicide dive. This is becoming a one-upsmanship contest. Lucky Kid.
Oh, Tope Conhilo over the top.
Mamma mia, and throws Bailey and says, go for it. You want to have a go? I will have a contest. And Bailey moonsaults!
Triangle moonsault from Mike Bailey.
Mike Bailey is just
and both
insane.
competitors down on the outside.
Post wax. We'll leave that for a bit. But
the body slam and
yeah,
siege.
bit of a lull on
Holy
the stream.
shit, indeed.
Unfortunately,
They are
due
being
to
treated to a hell of
no
a contest.
content right now, but 15 minutes we'll be welcoming people into the studio for some punishment GeoGuessr, which I will get ready now. I'm going to get GeoGuessr up now.
And the referee just reaching 9. Right.
We might get them in
And now, seeing what's left
bit
of the tank,
earlier,
Bailey
but,
with an elbow to the heart of Lucky Kid. Lucky Kid with a
the
lariat.
alcohol has definitely got to my head already. I just need to create an account for GeoGuessr. Sign up with Google.
But when Speedball unleashes those kicks, there's only one way it's going to end.
Continue.
Misses though. And another.
Right.
Oh, just kidding. Oh,
That kick to the
Hesitation
head
heel kick.
was absolutely beautiful.
Oh, so close.
A much weaker kick out that time.
Lucky Kid just on very jelly legs here.
15 more minutes till the next show. Ryan is drunk indeed.
Neither man seem willing to give up right now.
We were talking about UFC earlier. This man, I love Mike Bailey. I'm a big fan of people bringing UFC styles into wrestling, and Kyle O'Reilly and Mike Bailey are two of them are doing fantastically.
Oh, overhand palm strike. Wait.
Oh,
Looking for a German. Well, I guess it would just be a suplex.
Hits the leg.
Whoa. We're going to see her.
Oh, no. Oh, with knees. Oh.
But Lucky Kid.
I
out
have
of
no
the
knees,
way.
and
that just meant that the
I
knees of
even felt that.
Speedball met the apron.
The hardest part of the ring, and that will shatter your knees anywhere you perform that. If it's not landing on a softer kind of surface. And the referee forced
yeah,
to
Toby,
count.
this match is just. I've just put this match on while I wax my leg, and it's pretty sick. It's very, very. I'm very sports entertained by this, and it's a great little breather before we go into the last. Nine hours of this mammoth stream where we are raising money for Jigsaw Mental Health. If you're in here right now, donate, please. Donate, link in the bio. I'm about to get a little more drunk next. Oh my god.
Was there lying in wait.
He's got that
counters in this match are
back out
insane.
again. Are you serious?
He just wants this one over now. He doesn't mind how he wins.
There is some logic in this method.
And this 10 count gives him a chance to recover, to recuperate.
Copenhagen it was.
But this certainly
man,
won't endear him to any fans.
I need to go to
Lucky
body.
Kid.
Me, Toby, bring me the
Going
body
out
slam
to
when the
meet
world is
Bailey.
okay, because some serious talent. I know Ringsiders interview a lot of people from Body Slam, and I'm very, 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 very interested in the promotion.
Into the crowd, into the Body Slammers.
But no, I know Toby's a huge fan of these, and I can see why.
We've seen some
class.
crazy things happening out in the crowd in past matches.
My leg it's starting to sting a little bit.
Nowhere is safe right now.
What is Lucky Kid doing?
Wow.
Oh, kicked on. I think he
Wow.
hit the steps.
Wow.
Oh man, that must
Wow.
be painful.
All for you guys, €250
But
is,
Bailey
has been donated.
Bailey
Please
undeterred by
keep
past performances.
the donations coming.
Oh my
if you were
God,
seeing
Ori.
this and you were here, just go and donate
He is up
because it
in the
would mean the
rafters.
world.
Literally in the rafters. It's a long way down.
That is high risk.
Yeah, the alleged live tweet. He's hammered already 2 hours and 12 hour live stream. Calm down a bit.
Moonsault from the balcony takes down Lucky Kid and half the security as well.
But yeah, coming up, let's go into the schedule again.
You can hear what the crowd think of
Punishment
that.
Geo gets there, the BU show, a Danhausen watch along, a quiz battle. We have 5. Every hour is something amazing, and we're gonna keep it hot. So let's keep it going. Donate.
It feels like Lucky Kid
Please donate.
got off better than Bailey. He's the one going over.
But no, not in the
That
ring.
leg hair
Oh,
looks
but just rolls it
oddly
in.
satisfying.
And this
But-
is Speedball's chance to capitalize. This is hits for the taking right now.
Bailey's got to try and take an opportunity while it's in front of him.
Fantastic match. I've enjoyed this hour of just reset
Lucky Kid
after a bit of a
just
crazy
about
first
getting
2
to
hours.
meet him on the second rope.
We're about to get crazy again.
We're
now.
on from Bailey.
We're at €260.01. €260.01. Let's keep that going. We have 9 hours to go,
Bailey up.
and we just raised them. So if we
But no water in the pool.
let's have a look. Let's calculate this because
Knee.
you guys can help us get to the
Oh, Lucky Kid
target
smells blood.
Oh,
calculator.
inverted Falcon Arrow.
So we have
1, 2,
Oh,
€490 for 9 hours. That's €54 an hour.
Crosses the arm under the leg, but Lucky
We have
Kid.
9 hours to go.
Lucky Kid is in
It's
twice as
€54
many
per
numbers
hour,
as
and we get to our
Son
goal.
once.
So please donate
reversed
and
and
spread the
reversed
word.
again.
Let everyone
Oh my
PK.
God, what a kick!
PK.
PK. I don't like it's a penalty kick.
Corkscrew.
1,
2, 4. Siege. How much more of this can I take?
I don't know, but how much Lucky Kid can take? Kick to the back.
Roundhouse
1,
kick.
2,
Goal.
still won't die.
What
Jesus.
is it going to take to keep either of these men down? But Bailey's not stopping.
The man known as Speedball for a reason up to the top rope.
Like the commentary as well. Really passionate.
Went for the ultimate, but missed
Oh.
it. The knee shattering. Lucky Kid capitalizing.
Power bomb. 1, 2, 3.
What a kick out.
Somehow, someway.
Speedball, what are you doing to your knees, man?
He's clutching the knee. Lucky Kid going up and around. Into the crossface.
Crossface
Has
is
it
locked in. Middle of the ring. Nowhere for Bailey to
He's
go.
tapping.
Jesus.
What a
Lucky
match.
Kid goes over.
What
Holy
a
shit.
match.
What a match. What a match. That was insane. Great way to start. But yeah, we're about to go into part 2. I believe I have to end the broadcast and start again because of
Lucky
reasons.
Kid coming through in the clutch.
But we'll
right
be back,
at the end.
and we'll be back for
That was a technical and
hour 2.
striking clinic.
I'm not sure. Do I need
In a
to?
match that had absolutely everything. Lucky
I
Kid
think I need
managing
to
outlast
end this and go again.
the Speedball. But Siege,
But yeah,
what
we'll be
a
back. We'll be back
match.
in.
Lucky
Got
Kid
10 minutes left
picking
of this
up
hour.
his first
If
proper
we can get one more
victory
donation,
in Body Slam.
get one more donation between now and this hour. I'll do the hot sauce before this hour ends. Can we get one more donation? There's someone in here donates. I'll do the hot sauce.
Tension still
But you have
high
to be
between Lucky Kid
donate,
and Speedball,
say
but
hot
Siege,
sauce, and I will do the hot
that
sauce before
was
the end of
one
the
hell
hour.
of a match. We saw a technical clinic,
Uh,
some high-flying prowess.
yeah, Toby, some great stuff. someone donates before the end of the hour, I will do the last dab hot sauce for the next hour, which is probably a bad mistake. Someone donates.
Some hesitation and
€260. We set a goal. Let's hope we can reach it. I was quite scared about setting a goal because but we've raised €260 and that's going to mean so much for 100% of it's gone to Jigsaw.
Contest for the body slammers. That was amazing.
Got some background noise.
My
The
favourite
family is
game
here,
is all, but ultimately it was going
class
for
match.
those ultimate weapons.
Class match.
His knees just landing on the canvas.
His knees must have been shattered
And that
after that
proved
match.
to be his undoing. And lucky.
But yeah, one more donation. If you haven't tuned in already, one more donation before the end for 9 minutes. 9 minutes to make a donation. And I'll do the last dab hot sauce, which probably not a good idea. Not that I've had a lot of alcohol in my system already, but it is what it is. Energy. You keep the energy up. I do. Will we do the hot sauce, Toby? I think it's time for the hot sauce. Toby did donate €30. So, Joe Rogan said he'd never do hot ones. I tweeted him out. That bitch. He said he'd never do it. Never do hot ones. I would. That's enough. I believe that's enough for now. It's very hard to get it out. End of the finger. 2'7" coward. Thanks, Toby, for 30 quid. Well, I've got the hiccups. Toby, you've given me the hiccups. Apparently lemon juice works. Saw Gordon Ramsay do it. I would get milk, but I probably should get milk. Someone is in the waiting room for us. But yeah, let's get into. I mean, he's here. Let's add him in. Jack, how are we?
Hello, my child.
He's
How
here.
are we?
Live via
We're
Irish
moving.
Rail.
We're moving.
I just took the last dab hot sauce.
Oh Jesus, how are you going?
It's all right. I think I might need to go get milk before we start Punishment Geoguesser. I'll send the link. I already sent the link. Right, yes. I might need to send the new. I might need to send the new link because is StreamYard 3 hours maximum? Remember when they did the?
It might be because I lost the. You sent us one, and I just lost it. I couldn't find it. I was in a group and I just couldn't find it anymore.
Yeah. So I'm gonna. Bear with. I'm gonna end the stream now. I'm gonna start a new one. I'm gonna have a glass with me, and I'm gonna send the link to you, and we're gonna get into GeoGuessr. Right?
Let's do it.
So we are at €260, everybody. Keep donating. Link in the pinned tweet. I am plastered already. €260 is insane. If we would raise €54 an hour, we will reach our goal. €54 an hour. Come on, everybody. It's very, very fun for a great cause. Loads of punishments. We're doing Punishment GeoGuessr with Jack, Daniel, and Connor from Dexies. Jack is live on a train. That deserves a donation. I'm going to end the broadcast. We're going to start again very, very soon. We'll see you in 2 seconds. Have a good one.